Ranked game that was pretty close, I think. It was definitely winnable. We just had some execution issues. And of course, we can always improve.
Your turn to ban.
So I will pause it here. Let me know when you're in.
I'm in.
Okay. So first thing immediately, right? We need to like examine the comp and think about how that's going to lane and what their timings are going to be, like what their peaks are.
So I
So
think it's pretty obvious that Invoker's going to be go mid, and Space Cow's off lane. Same with fucking Purple Man.
yeah, like that. It's pretty obvious what their thing is. There's no
Yeah.
mystery there, and I think we laned ideally as well.
So it's a bit of a shame. I want to try to get that kill up top, and then up not being able to do that. But I don't think we lost any ground or anything from that. So
Right, but I mean, looking at the timings here, so which team do you think has better early game?
well, Slark is kind of a later game. Like he can once he gets that 6, if he's already ahead, he can get some picks around if he roams properly. But I think he would always have a problem with the with lane, honestly, because he doesn't do early. If best from like I can understand, which is 4 years out of date.
Right, hasn't
I
changed that
remember
much.
him having the greatest, strongest laning phase for the most part. He kind of needs to be handheld a little bit more. And against Space Cow and God, it's killing me. What is Purple Man's name?
Darkseer.
Darkseer. I keep saying thinking DP, but it's like no, that's Death Prompt. It's Dark something. That's rough because of the Ion Shell, and
Right.
so that's why I was trying to. But the problem is I can't really babysit the while fending off the Space Cow because he just out brawls me pretty badly as CM.
Well, I mean, that's an execution thing. Like you definitely can. You can out harass a Spirit Breaker with CM. But anyway, okay, so Slark needs a lot of help in lane, and then like
Which
how
also lends to Legion Commander comes online once she gets an ult and she needs a couple duels off to start get rocking.
right, like that's the thing. Our two cores, our two melee cores, are both snowball heroes. Like I'm looking at this and I'm thinking these guys are not going to get ahead by farming, right? Whereas like Jug definitely does. Like he can fight, but he can also just farm his way into fucking being 9 slotted, right? Whereas like Legion, who has a scaling ability with Duel, and then Slark has a scaling ability with Essence Shift, these guys need to fight. So I'd say the one problem we had with our comp was that we had this techies, because the techies is kind of like we should like swap it. Like if we had the Spirit Breaker instead and they had the techies, that would be more ideal for both teams, right? Because we want to be aggressive and looking for shit, and trying to be aggressive with the techies is strange. It's doable, but it's
See,
like
I
it's
thought,
strange.
I thought one of the techies, their big advantage is their ability to buy time.
It is, right? Now, really good techies can play hyper aggro and create like a ton of space on the map by like locking out parts of the jungle and like pushing towers and fucking up their supports. And this guy was pretty good, but it's just weird to play around. It's like unfamiliar, and it requires like a certain you got to play off of his mines, and you got to play off the blast off, and it's just weird,
Yeah.
right? So anyway, I think like our late game depends on how our early game and our mid game goes, whereas Jug will just farm up and get there anyway. So I'd say the late game is like kind of a toss up, right? And then like Spirit Breaker, I mean he kind of scales. Darkseer is good in team fights, but yeah,
In my opinion, that Space Cow is more about that mid lane, mid game pressure. Once he gets online, he's able to make those
right.
cross map ganks, kind of.
Yeah, like I'd say like Darkseer, Spirit Breaker are like mid game heroes. Jug is a late game hero. Silencer is kind of an all game hero, right? Because his ult goes through BKB. Invoker is kind of a mid to late. Where on our team, techies honestly get stronger the game goes on in some ways, and in others he gets weaker. Slark Legion, we already talked about them. Death Prophet is kind of viable at all stages, but I think she tends to start falling off later, even though her ult does physical. And CM, we know, has a window in which he quickly becomes irrelevant, right?
Yeah.
Especially against things like Spirit Breaker and Silencer, right? That's
That
the
when
other thing.
everyone's up
Like,
in BKBs.
yeah, so by the way, anyone watching, so my friend Scott here is playing CM in this game. So he's I shoot teammates. I was playing Death Prophet. So let's look at what are the counters to CM in this match? Like, what do they have that shits on you?
Jug shit's on me pretty bad because he just spins and there's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah.
I'm too slow to get away from him. Same with his ult. Silencer is pretty bad for obvious reason. I'm a main spellcaster, and Silencer is anti that.
Yep.
I think Space Cow is not the worst thing in the world as long as I'm not the one initiated on, and if I'm fast enough to freeze him in place to counter that charge. I don't think that's the end of the world.
Yeah, I mean,
And then Invoker's a toss up depending on a lot of things.
so I would say that, like, in terms of your ult, Spirit Breaker, Silencer, and Invoker all hard counter your ult because Invoker's got Cold Snap, he's got Tornado. I don't think Deafening Blast and Vacuum cancel channels, but regardless, they have stuns and or silences, right? Jug is just a problem. He's not the one you want to go on. Darkseer can't really do anything to you. He can't stop your ult. He can get away from you, but you can frostbite him. But like, who are you good against though? Like, if you're just in a void and it's like, oh, I want to go for a kill on one of these heroes and everything's equal, which hero do you pick to go on here?
Well, okay. Well, this is more of a hindsight thing about how they were always their team comp is for the most part one of initiation. So they're going to be one to initiate with. So I think most fights would start with Space Cow. So honestly, I think that my primary goal against this team comp is to soften their engagements and to see if I can get picks if they are trying to disengage.
Well, that's if we're just in a team fight or initiating. I'm talking about like if everyone's in their own lane doing their own thing and you want to go for a gank on someone, like say you're roaming around with Legion or Slark. It's like, hey, let's go kill a hero, and you can pick any of these heroes. Which is the easiest kill for you?
I mean, if I've got Dust, then heading up towards mid to keep and because the freezing the Invoker in place, and then sure he can Tornado to try to get away, but if he's frozen long enough, that might wash it slightly.
Right.
He's gonna want to disengage too. But heading up to top lane with the Juggernaut Silencer.
Yeah.
I might be able to get the Silencer basically, but the Juggernaut's gone. He may just turn around and kill me. It depends on what my team does basically in that gank.
Yeah. So I would say Jug, his spin, his Blade Fury makes it he's unkillable for you unless that's on cooldown, right? Same thing with Spirit Breaker. Like, if you don't time your Frostbite perfectly, he just charges away. Darkseer, same kind of thing. He just surges away. Invoker's got his Invis, so he's, I would say, the fourth hardest to kill. Silencer has no mobility and no stuns. No Invis, nothing, right? He's the one you want to pick on. Because if you decide you're going to fight him, he can't say, like, no, I don't want to. You know? He has no disengage, no way to defend himself. That's his big weakness. So he's like, you should think of Silencer almost like Ancient Apparition. And like, I need a front line to do things because I am fucked if anyone goes on me, right?
Sure.
So I would say Silencer's your like, if you're just looking for a kill, Silencer's the one you go on. And also Silencer always has a gigantic target on his head anyway because his skills are so valuable. So, okay, let's think about lane phase. So we pretty much know, or we think we're going to be laning against Darkseer, Spirit Breaker. What items are most important for dealing with those two?
Regen and wards to stop the side pulls.
Yeah, that's true. What about in terms of like fighting them?
Fighting them? Let's see. I mean, my first thought is one for the sustain, but that's not really a fighting item per se.
No, I mean that's a fighting item.
Then my first gut says one because the Darkseer is all out the casting. Like, sure, you can slap down Iron Shells, but like, you know, I'm assuming, of course, we're not fighting next to minions or whatever. So, if Space Cow is not necessarily right there and he wants to charge, get that stun, that gets a wand charge. If he wants to use his slightly speed up power, which I don't remember what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about.
So I would say in that the lane you're in, wand is actually like not valuable because like basically you have to look at the cooldowns and how they deal their damage, right? So Darkseer deals his damage by casting one spell and then staying next to you or having someone else stay next to you. Spirit Breaker deals his damage by basically casting one spell and hitting you, right? Wand, if you were laning against the Silencer, Wand is valuable because he's going to be spamming, possibly, he's going to be spamming Arcane Curse and Last Word, right? Invoker, not so much. These heroes don't actually cast a lot of spells. Really, like, you know, and we don't either. I mean, like, Wand is good against me because I'm going to be spamming Crypt Swarm. Legion Commander might be spamming Press the Attack. Slark might be spamming Dark Pact and Pounce because these are low cooldown spells that don't cost a lot of mana and they have like an immediate effect, right? Like both of these heroes can cast their spells way out of vision range and their spells are still working. Like he can Ion Shell the Spirit Breaker and Spirit Breaker can charge you from the tower and you've gotten no wand charges off of it and both of their spells are still happening, right? So I'd say
Sure.
not wand here. I would prioritize boots. Regen is fine, yeah, and I think your build that you did was fine for regen, but I would cut maybe the clarity and the sticks so that you can get your boots faster. Or I would even think about getting a windlace because you basically you need to get tranquil boots ASAP because you got 280 move speed. Darkseer's got 295, Spirit Breaker has 290, and both of these heroes have speed boosts. And they're all about being next to you to do anything. They can't harass you from range. They're all about proximity, so mobility counters these heroes pretty hard. So, I mean, you could even, I don't like doing it, but you could actually start boots in this lane. I think it's a bit cheese. I don't like to do it. I always like to start with the sentry and regen the way you did. And if you start boots, you basically only have enough gold for tangos. And this is more important, you know. So I think your build is fine. I would maybe consider just like cutting the Iron Branch and then eventually buying the magic wand and just boots right away, even windlace. So this guy wanted to do the kill up here. We can just fast forward this because we know this didn't work.
The bag.
It wasn't a bad idea. Just they weren't there.
I mean, there was no way to guarantee that this was going to happen.
Bag. This one is in the barrel.
But I mean, you know, nothing lost for trying it, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. So while this is happening, we should look at.
30 seconds to battle.
So if we look at their regen, he's got a decent amount, no mana regen, though he doesn't need it. He's got an Orb of Venom. So as soon as you see this, this should be, you know, this is scary, right?
Yeah.
This guy, if you were walking into lane and you see that he has a Quelling Blade, you know he's the core. He's the one farming, right? Or he's terrible. Anyway, he probably wants to farm. He's got a decent amount of regen. He should actually have more mana regen. This guy doesn't have enough. No, that didn't work, but that's fine. Whatever. That's another thing, actually, right? So this Techies was like, hey, let's go for a kill up top. It might have made more sense for this whole gank to happen. This is not your fault, by the way, but just it might have made more sense to try this entire kill down here. Because the only person you guys were going to kill, really, was Silencer, unless the Jug, like, fucked up. Because we already know he can just Blade Fury, right?
Yeah.
So this was not the best idea, but again, it was low investment. It didn't actually matter that it didn't work. So let's see.
I think the idea was he was looking for timing to get the. I don't think I think he was aiming for the silencer, frankly, but
Right. Also, it's outdated to block the safe lane now.
oh really?
It
Did not
really
know
is.
that.
They've adjusted the timing so that if you block it, you're pretty much going to get caught underneath your own tower, and it's going to make it hard to last it, which is sometimes good, but like, and Slark's last hitting is okay. He's got 63 damage, but you know, unless this guy really knows what he's doing, which we can't guarantee, farming under tower is not usually ideal, right? So this block, I mean, you can see what happens. Like it goes under tower, like right here. What I do, let's see if I can just put it in like super slow motion so I can get this tower range. What I do when a block is happening is I stand right here. I can't show it, but I stand right here and I just aggro the creeps so that they don't go under tower. Because all you got to do is catch the first one, and then you've blocked it right here, and you can farm.
Sure.
Because that makes this harder. Like, you guys are going to get level 2 faster. So let me back up real quick. This sentry ward, by the way, that you have here, this sentry ward is really important. And I'll show you why in a minute, but you want to wait before you place this one.
I thought he was coming down to put a ward down that in that corner. That's what I thought happened. Yeah, I can't show it obviously because I don't have the ping, whatever. But you know, right there next to the crystal. I thought that's what was happening.
He was trying to ward back here, right? Like here. Yeah. So this sentry ward, it's expensive for you, and it basically, you kind of need it to get value in one way or another. If he's warded here, it doesn't really matter, because again, like, these two heroes have no ranged harass at all. So the only advantage to having this be fog for them, right? Like, if they can't see in here, is that it allows you to come up and wrap around. But if they're smart, they're going to know you're doing that anyway. They don't need this ward here to like land a light strike array or, you know, sniper ult you or something. But you need to know where they have a ward, right? So in this case, the first thing I do when I come into lane, so let's look at it like this. So let's back it up to the beginning of the lane, right? I can actually look at from your perspective. So let's look at your perspective. What are you looking at? First thing you should do is check his items. Like, you need to know if he has a ward, does he have boots, how much regen does he have? Because if you see something weird there, like, oh my god, this guy has no regen, I can just trade hits with him forever until he has to leave. Or, oh my god, he has boots, they're just looking for kills, I need to play a little bit differently. Or he has a ward, I need to be checking his inventory constantly to see where that ward goes, right? Like, Darkseer actually did have a ward, but he hasn't placed it yet. So this is important, right? You want to be checking his inventory and seeing where is he actually warding, you know, because if he, you know, walks over here and you lose vision of him and then he comes back and he doesn't have a ward in his inventory, you know he's warded around here somewhere. And that's when you sentry. Because what's happened here is that you've placed your only sentry and they've blocked your camp. Right? Now you have to buy another sentry to get rid of this. I mean, the upside is that you don't really want to be, I guess, pulling in this lane anyway. Although maybe you do. Slark should be tangoing right now. And so, let's see, let's back that up. We talked about the ward. So let's think about positioning, right? So let's watch it from your perspective again. So this is fine. You don't need to be under tower. You're giving Slark solo XP. If you're going to trade hits with him, lead with the Q and make sure you keep your distance so he doesn't get any hits on you. You have an advantage against Spirit Breaker, and that the only way he can like guarantee that he's going to trade any hits with you is if he charges you. But he's getting like 8 hits on you and none of them really needed to happen, you know? Here I would pop a Clarity right away. You can be right-clicking the Darkseer there. This is kind of good though. Like what you're doing is good. You're pulling attention off Slark, which is fine. But the way it's happening isn't ideal because you're taking a lot of damage. And I would just salve Clarity right there because this Tango is going to take you too long to get back in.
Yeah, I realize that, and I do that thing.
Yeah, there you go. Right here, I would be positioned over here. I mean, you have the Clarity on, that's another consideration, but I would kind of loop around and get vision of this area and, you know, smack this Spirit Breaker constantly. The thing is, like, you guys have kill potential, but the way you're going to guarantee a kill is going to happen is by harassing them constantly. You're kind of like a bit
Indecisive, I think.
yeah, you're a bit too far away. You're like giving Slark like half the XP. Like if we pause real quick, so your XP is 62, his is 147. He's getting a little bit more because you keep backing out of XP range, which is fine. That is totally okay to do. Pretty much the way people play nowadays is the support just is basically a position fucking 6 and gives as much XP to the position 1 as possible. And this lane is almost played like it's a double solo lane. It's really fucking weird. But Slark should be getting XP priority here, especially because when he hits 6, these guys can't do anything to him. He hits 6 and this lane is free. It's the same thing as like Jug hits 6 and suddenly you maybe can't lane against him anymore. Like, he's unkillable once he gets Shadow Dance against this guy. So that's a priority in this lane. Like your priority here, like how would you, I mean, besides from obviously, you know, the carry gets farm, what other like priorities are there in this lane for you?
Well, I mean, try to keep harass off the carry so it can stay in lane longer and be more focused on getting less hits. Deny if possible to help keep the enemy from getting XP and therefore levels and therefore keeping pressure off the carry and ensuring vision support so that they don't get weird ganks out of nowhere.
Right. And so one thing though about your opponents here is that both of them are they're not carries. So like Spirit Breaker, Darkseer, they're not carries. They don't need items to do their job. They need levels. So XP is the most important thing. So here, the most important thing for you to do is to either get them out of XP range by harassing them out, denying every goddamn creep, or pulling constantly so that they're just losing XP. Like, your job here is to make them lose XP and to make sure he doesn't die. That's basically it. That's all you got to do. And at the same time, you want to be working towards getting your boots so that when he's going to hit 6 or he's close to hitting 6, you don't need to like be here anymore. You can roam around and start pressuring Invoker and Silencer, right? Because we've already identified these are the guys that you have the most kill potential on, and Legion and Slark want to be going for kills. So your objective here is win the XP game and then get on the map and make your presence known, because you have a small window with CM and you have 2 very viable targets to be killing, right? It's not 5 juggernauts in every lane, you know?
Sure.
This is fine. This is great. Get that kill, get that kill. Nice, perfect.
First blood, and it's already icing over.
I think this is great. You're giving him 2 lanes of solo XP. You're checking this. You've seen that that's spawned. But you don't know that it's warded because he warded after the spawn. This is perfect. Yeah. Keep doing this. Keep pressure up on him. Basically, whenever you have the opportunity here, you should be throwing a right click at something. Either going for a deny, getting this last hit right there. That one was very important for the XP game. Or harassing them. Because they can't harass you back. The way you lose this is by getting up close to them and letting them get free damage on you. So that was good there. Try for that deny. It's worth you trying to get the last hit, or at least kill that creep with the ion shell on it. Like, you can just auto attack it. It's fine if it pushes the lane a little bit.
Sure.
This is tough to deal with but I try and stay in XP range as much as possible, like you're doing. Try and steal last hits is good too. So this Slark is stupid. That did not need to happen. That was also not your fault. But another thing to remember is, you know, like when you're playing a support, is that you're not playing your own game, you're playing the whole team's game. So if this Slark is making a bad decision and you think he's making a bad decision, you need to just be like, "Oh my god, get back!" You know?
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And right there, the only bit of optimization I would say is like, don't get hit by the Sunstrike. Try and die to these two.
Well,
if you have an option, try and die to them over
I
the
legitimately did
Invoker.
not see the Sunstrike.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's like one of those, you know, 1% things that might win you a TI. It doesn't matter at our level, but that's like one thing. Like, who do you want to actually die to? Give the gold to fucking Darkseer, right?
Also, I probably would have survived a few more seconds, which would have landed a few more hits, which meant he probably actually may have died from the tower hits if he stayed there and teleported.
I mean, I don't think so, but
Maybe.
maybe.
Either that or you'd have to go further away from it.
Right.
Lots more time.
So right here, okay, so this is important, right? This is tough. Every time you're a support and you've just died, what you do next is kind of important. I was getting coached by Come With Me, who I think he played in the first TI. He's a pro player. And he was like really trying to tell me, like, don't TP to the lane. Like, you need to save your TP so you can react to ganks. And especially because you have your Windlace now. You should have your boots right now, but you have your Windlace. You should walk out to a lane if there's no reason for you to be anywhere immediately. Especially because you don't see these guys down here. They're not going on him. They're not engaged with him. So you could take the time to just walk down here. Especially because, I mean, when you're examining your own objectives in this game, you already know there's a lot of counters to Freezing Field. So you getting 6 doesn't really matter. You just want to kind of get to like level 5 and just get on the map and get kills, right? So, I mean, TP's not the worst thing ever, but next time, try and walk there, especially because you have the Windlace now.
Sure.
Unless, I would say it's worth TPing to the lane if this lane is a total bloodbath and it's just constant fighting. Like, if he needs you to be here at all times because he's like a Spectre and they're like, I don't fucking know who fights a lot, like a bristleback axe, something like that. Like, he needs you to be here to do anything, then you can TP to the lane. But, I mean, Slark has an escape. He's got a purge. He's good. You don't see anyone in the lane. Not an emergency for you to be here. And also, I realize we've been doing this for 28 minutes, and this is a 49-minute game. But this is the most... We'll spend the most time on the lane phase, because that's where you're the most potent. And there you've blocked that camp, which is...
Well, I did not know it was in vision of the other one, but...
If you hold Alt, you can see the spawn box.
Well, no, I mean, I didn't know it was in vision of that other sentry, because that gets cleared eventually, because I didn't know. That's when I'm like, oh, hold on, there's another sentry around here somewhere.
So, here. So what is the... Why did you want to sentry this? What was your reasoning?
Well, because they were getting the side pull on it, and when we tried to contest it, and it did not go well.
Right.
And especially if we were been a lot more further towards under tower with the lane being pushed, would have made it a lot harder to contest the side pulls off that large camp. So I was blocking it so that they don't get those resources to be able to keep side pulling, get that farm out.
I think that's viable, but it's the type of thing where you are in the game right now. You're 4 minutes 46. Slark actually wants this camp now. Spirit Breaker is going to be roaming. They're actually going to kind of stop laning against you. If they're smart, they would kind of... Spirit Breaker would be like, all right, I'm done with bot lane. I'm going top. I'm going to go get kills. So this suddenly becomes a solo lane. And then this being pulled is not that much of a problem, especially because, you know, once he hits 6, he should be level 5 right now, but he died here like an idiot. He's going to be hitting 6 soon. He can trade with Darkseer all day. So this block you don't actually need it, and it's actually kind of hurting him.
That's one of my problems is I have a hard time with the transition from laning outside of laning. It's that I know I've got a lot of issues with that middle section between when laning ends, like
Yeah.
when and when we're in death ball mode or whatever.
Yeah, no, dude, it's the hardest part about playing support. The absolute hardest part about playing support is like knowing where's the best place for me to be and where do I need to be next. Once the lane phase is over, right? It is so goddamn difficult to learn. I'm still working on it. I don't think pros get it right sometimes, you know? Like it's tough because the most important thing, God, that ion shell sound is annoying. Get off my screen. You won't go away. Oh, it's because we're in super slow-mo. The most important thing for you as a support is to know what all the other heroes on the map need to do. So like, what does Spiritbreaker want to do? What does Legion want to do? What does Death Prophet want to do? Right? Like, we've already identified this team, and that was a good kill, by the way. You enabled that to happen, because he doesn't have any CC besides Pounce, right? And the Orb. And with the Surge, you need extra CC to get this Darkseer kill, so that was good. But you already know, like, your team wants to snowball into looking for kills and pushing towers because of this Death Prophet, right? And they want to make space
This'll come in handy.
so the Jug can outfarm your cores. So you can't sit back. You have to be aggressive here.
By the gods, the Dire's bottom tower doesn't even have arms to defend itself. What a brave tower.
That's good. That's good. And where would you guys like to have wards? Like, you have this ward right here.
Ideally, like especially with space count in the game, I definitely want to be covering that middle where the river is, because a lot of charges, especially cross-map charges, will go through that. And so the more vision I get, like
around
up there,
here,
like
right?
towards the rune, up on those high grounds.
Yeah.
But I was at a point where I was very focused on keeping the Slark from getting himself killed.
And that's an issue I have as well in my games. Like, I know I'm supposed to be leaving lane, and like I'm supposed to be stacking and pulling and roaming the map, but my core is being an idiot and getting himself killed. And that's hard, right? Because some people will say like, well, just let him die, let him learn his lesson, and then he needs to know to leave, right? And you kind of can't fix an unwinnable situation of this Slark being a dummy. Right? Like, but you're doing well in this lane. I mean, if you look at this right now, he's 5, he's 4, he's 3, you're 4. You guys have an entire level on him. So you actually kind of, like, you won, quote unquote, this lane. Like, you got a kill on the Darkseer, but you also gave up 2 kills. So maybe you didn't win it. I don't know. But
Well, I killed the Darkseer twice, actually. But
oh, okay, that's good then. So 2 for 2. So here,
I don't think our Slark farmed very well, which is why I maybe had more of the impression that we were not doing that as well in lane.
he did not farm well. He has 23 last hits. That is poopy. If you know this is happening, by the way, I don't know if you did because it's the sound, but I'm just going to watch it from your perspective real quick. When you hear that, immediately you got to be like, Spirit Breaker's charging. Like, ping like crazy. Spirit Breaker's missing. Oh my god, right? Call that out. Because what happened here, because I didn't know, right, and I was playing too far up, is I had to call for TPs, and Brian and Techies had to TP in, which was fine, but honestly, like, with more information here, they don't have to TP. I can just get out just fine. Or maybe only one of them has to TP. But anyway, Legion maybe should not be TPing to this. I'm not sure, because he doesn't have his duel yet. But thanks for TPing, guys. I appreciate it. Alright, let's go back over to you. But honestly, at this stage of the game, I would be either farming my boots, going in the jungle and frostbiting big creeps to get my boots, because you're very close to them. Like, you actually have enough right now. My priority is get my tranquil boots and then start looking for kills. We're at 7 minutes now. He doesn't need you here anymore. He's pretty good. And the other reason he doesn't need you here anymore is because Spirit Breaker is roaming. It's not a two-person lane anymore, like we were talking about.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. It has no arms to defend itself. Fortified. Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, some Dota.
Yeah, we are looking at a replay right now.
Trying to help me suck less.
This frostbite was excellent. That was really good.
Dire's middle tower is all alone
I
in
haven't
the world.
played Dota in
Being
like
attacked.
fucking 5 years.
So you've got these wards here. We already talked about we want that ward to be there. So we should go do that right now. Like, actions died down. Let's place the ward on the way. Oops. Right.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Oh, that's got to hurt.
So here's another thing. So you know that you've just TP'd and you're not going to get there in time.
I thought
I
maybe
would-
Slark, because he has the one tag, which is escape, he might survive, but
That's true. I mean, it's
idiot.
rotate anyway. But so this is not a critique of you, but this Slark should know that you just TP'd. You're not going to be able to rotate on the Spirit Breaker, so he has to play safer because there's a goddamn Spirit Breaker in the game. Everything changes with the Spirit Breaker, right? So that's not on you, but here
Radiant's
you should be
bottom tower
farming.
is under attack.
Pick a camp, go
I feel
frostbite
sad
it.
for them.
Cool ward, I dig it. I don't know if you placed this one up here or
which one?
the mid one. Did you place that one?
Yeah, I think I placed the one.
Okay, cool. That's a good ward.
The one up on the high ground up there?
Yes.
Oh no, you mean the one along the riverbank? That riverbank, that one was Teddy's, I think.
Oh, great. Oh, that was so close.
Yeah, that's when people were yelling at me to freeze him, and I got bashed out of it.
Yeah. No, that's just a little bit unlucky. That's an execution thing, you know.
Invisibility.
Where does Slark want a ward right now to be safe?
God, I mean, this Slark specifically,
Yeah, this Slark specifically. Where does he need a ward?
I mean, he's gonna need a ward. Well, honestly, I would think that the one up on that hilltop covering the river in might be useful for him. That should be enough for him to know
This
when
one?
the charge is coming in.
This one's good. I think this spot
Yeah.
is also this spot is really helpful because
Yeah,
you
but
can
it's a little more
see
dangerous for me to get over there, frankly. Like,
It's true.
especially if we're behind it. Yeah.
it's true, but part of playing support is actually not worrying about dying.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh. Ult here. Okay, cool. Perfect.
Tower is doing its best, but
And now we die to the... It was worth it!
Yeah, we died to the
Dire's
thing.
top tower has fallen. It's only a matter of time.
Do you have... This is interesting. Do you have a hotkey set up to buy things in your quick buy?
I don't believe so.
You should set one up. I have my shop on B and I have my quick buy on N. So if I'm in that situation, I can just mash N and it would have bought me the cloak. And, you know, maybe it saves you some gold sometimes because you buy out and you have no gold to lose.
Oh, yeah. So there's a binding. I just didn't know about it.
Yeah. It's a purchased quick buy.
Yeah.
So let's see real quick because this is important. You are looking around the map. I dig it. That is also very important. One thing is I don't know if I can even see it right now. Can I close this? Is this gonna close? I clicked the wrong button. Okay, we'll go back to that. I was trying to get rid of the little overlay thing.
Sure.
Where are we? Boom.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, I got close. Yeah, this is after you've TP'd.
Yeah, it's me dying to the
Oh,
tick.
right. That's what I wanted to look at. The neutral items. This.
Yeah, I always forget about him, frankly.
Yeah, they're really important.
And then honestly, I think at this point there weren't any really good ones for me there, because I think the one that was available was the Iron Claw or whatever. And I'm like, that's not terribly helpful to me.
I got it. Okay, great. Neutrals. Okay, yeah. So we've got an Iron Talon on Slark. That's perfect. We've got a Faded Brooch on Legion. That's also really nice.
I
That's
think someone literally just found that ring.
yeah,
which they're gonna
I just
call.
found an arcane ring. This Faded Brooch is like, if you have your pick of neutral items, Faded Brooch is fucking great on CM because her main issue is like, I need more mana and I need to move faster, right? So you're like, you know, if you have your pick of the litter, Faded Brooch is good. Keen Optic is really nice. Arcane Ring's all right. It's fine, I guess. Just something to think about. Like, what neutral item do I actually want? Because they are incredibly overpowered and they're way too valuable. Also, TPing here, you don't need to. So if we look around the map right now, like what's happening, this is still a toss-up. There's fight going on up here, maybe. So like TPing up here and trying to get this kill, especially because Legion's here is good. The Slark's out of mana. The Slark should not fucking be here anymore. Like, this guy needs to get the hell out of this lane. It's been 10 minutes. And you already know, like, well, we know now, you can't kill Jug. Like, you can, but you have like a 5% chance of it actually happening. Because if this Juggernaut is as good as you, he will Blade Fury as soon as he needs to. So you can't do much here, really. This is you reacting to this Slark being an idiot. Like, you're making a bad decision because he's making a bad decision by being here. He doesn't need to be here. And now Techies is making a bad decision. And now I'm making a bad decision. This is all because the Slark refused to fucking leave. And we get something out of it. But this is a 2-for-1 on our core. We traded our 1 and our 4 for their 5. This was crap. This is bad for us. That's a win for them.
Sure.
Does it make sense though? Like how I'm.
No, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah. And does it also make sense that the entire reason this happens is because Slark is hanging around in a lane that he shouldn't be in anymore? Like,
Yeah, because we're at 11 minutes at this point. He needs to either be making plays or something. What does he have right now, actually? Like at this point, item-wise,
let's
does
have
he
a look.
any items?
He went, you know, early lane stuff. He honestly at 11 minutes. I mean, he's okay. His farm is not great, but let's see, GPM. He's got the highest GPM somehow, because he's 4 and 3. So I mean, this is working out. They're coming to kill him, and he's getting kills. So it's actually not like bad, and he's probably maybe farther ahead than he should be right now. But this is par for the course. Like, considering that he's died 3 times, we already know 2 of those shouldn't have happened. So he should be 4 and 1, which means he should have an extra, what, 300 gold, something like that?
Something like that, yeah. 400 gold.
So I mean, he would be in the same position right now, but he, you know, it's roughly about the same thing. This Slark is misplaying a little bit. Your Frostbite does dick all damage on heroes, by the way. Your Q is just more valuable for the mana you're spending.
Sure.
Yeah, don't use this to harass. You can be farming with this right now. You know, like Legion's pushing this lane. Oh, he's not. Okay. Where do we go as a little Crystal Maiden? When you're in this position where you're like, okay, I'm a support. I don't want to steal farm from people, but I'm too squishy to go make a play right now because, you know, either we don't have vision or they have someone that dicks on me like Spirit Breaker. You could be stacking camps. So, you know, being over here, stacking this camp, being up here in the Ancients, getting stacks off here. Even though our characters are not great at killing stacks, I mean, Legion is pretty good at doing it.
I mean, in my defense, at a certain point around this time, I think I said I'll just start stacking up some camps. And
for sure. Yeah, that's something. That's something that would happen in. Well, I mean, there's a difference, right? So there's a difference between like, well, I'm standing here, I can stack this camp anyway, and hey guys, I'm gonna go stack camps for 2 minutes, right? You know what I mean? Like, sure. It's something that you have to factor into your routine of like, okay, I'm gonna go farm a camp, stack a camp, go for a kill, walk over here, get a ward, stack the camp on my way. Like it's kind of like you have to just weave it in, you know? Like if we have an alchemist or Medusa on our team, we can go deliberately be like, let's go stack camps, and the supports go into the best areas to do that and stack multiple camps at once, and they devote a lot of time to it. And it is really worth doing, because you get like a percentage of the gold. I forget what the percentage is, but you get gold off of stacked camps that get killed.
6 or 10 gold off each.
Yeah, it adds up though. It adds up considering that you have the lowest farm priority on the map. Yeah, it's great.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
What should the CM be doing? I mean, you're hanging with Legion.
Something. Yeah, right now I should be doing something. You said to stick around Legion, try to get him some kills. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm just being Legion.
Which is, I mean, yeah, you're doing the thing. The thing is,
I didn't really know exactly what I should be doing. Again, this is the whole mid game. I don't know what I should be doing.
and part of the reason why this is so difficult is because you're actually you're playing like as a good team member, but you're playing with people that don't know what they're doing, right? I mean, we're all like decent at Dota, but we're not very good. Like really, like if you watch really good players, like we're fucking garbo.
Oh yeah, I know I'm terrible.
I mean, me too. Like I fucked up in this game as well. Like so, the part like I'm telling you, you should be roaming with Legion to look for kills. But the thing is, Brian doesn't. You know, he's not exactly in the best position to be doing that. He doesn't have his blink yet. He doesn't really know where he should be to look for kills. You know, so now we've got our two snowballing cores farming in the same area of the map right here. This is not ideal for us. You know. I'm up here farming this because why not? Techies is taking over mid. That's great. So
Yeah, and I'm up there seeing if there's an engage on Techie, so we could try to pick a kill off on something.
yeah, and that's fine. Like that's you're trying to be where the action is. The problem is in this match, not enough action is happening because our two action-packed cores don't have enough action. They're not making the action. So this is where, like, you would think, not this particular second, but like in this type of a game where we need to be aggressive, we have the characters that need to do it and they can do it. This is where you start buying a smoke and you start thinking about like, where can we get a kill? Like, where am I most likely to find a kill right now? And honestly, it's mid. Like, there's no tower here. You have vision of it. If you get Legion to Legion and maybe Slark even to smoke with you, like around here, you know, you drop a sentry, you smoke right here, and then you wrap around up here, or you wrap around the left, get this silencer, get this kill, because with the cores that we have, Slark and Legion, any kill matters. Obviously, Juggernaut is preferable, but because these two fuckers have scaling stats based on getting a kill, literally any kill is good. So go for the easiest one, right?
Dire's top tower is under attack. Oh, that's got to hurt.
So this is great.
Down bot, thinking there might be some action, then everyone fucking leaves.
Right, and but this is the thing. Like, I mean, I was making a lot of calls this game, but like as a support, this would be where you would make the call. Like, hey, are we gonna fight here? Are we pushing this lane? Is this worth it? Is this worth us being here? See it? I think. So was that Juggernaut pinging there? That was Juggernaut pinging, saying get back. Because I remember at one point I'm like, hey, let's not take this fight. I think that was Jug pinging. It's fine. I mean, you're positioned well on the map. I'd say you're too far back, maybe? You should be just chill in this area right here.
Well, I was trying to stick, because I knew that the Invoker was around invisible, so I was trying to stay within the vision range of those sentries for as long as I could. And then this is where we got silenced, and then this fight goes tits up.
I mean, this is all good. Yeah, you have to play it like that. That's fine. So yeah, so that was good for us. That was great.
Your blood froze.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Waiting for your Tranquil to do its thing.
Yep, that's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
You got wards right here. Check this, because we're pushing here, We need vision of this. We need to know if someone is going to come in from the left. Oof.
I think, yeah, by the time, a decision was made in that one.
But yeah, definitely sentry this. Also check the time, so you're aware of it. Bounties are going to spawn soon.
I think I did ping the time.
You did, yeah. But this is also
I
just...
went up, by the time I got towards that mountain is when I got hit by the tornado EMP, and then everyone left. So I'm like, well, there's no point in boarding us now, because I'm just going to get caught out if I stick around to do it.
Sure.
It's going to take, what, at best, 4 attacks to clear off if there are wards up there.
But
And
if we
then
look
by
at...
that point-
No, I mean, not really, because your teammates can help you do it, you know?
in my experience, sure, they can help me do it. But
Well, I understand. So let's look at this. Let's look at this again, because I think this was good. But also, is there anything that could be better about it? I don't know. Let's see if we can find
so
something.
on the big fight over here, I think I was a little bit too. I moved a little bit further than I needed to before I dropped alt. When is this? Hold on. Okay,
Yeah,
we're going
yeah.
back. Okay.
We're going back to the start. See what we can see. See what they can see too.
Yeah. So we all know that we're all there. No one's particularly wanting to take this fight at this exact moment, it seems. So I was trying to, I was trying to stick with Legion and also keep inside those sentries for as long as I could.
Yep.
Because the Legion that's the play. And so I got a root, Slark followed up on it, and I was hoping to get Legion get that alt off, but then we got Global Silenced, and I got hurt pretty badly. So I backed away just to try to make sure I didn't get killed in the middle of my ult.
Right. And you had the good sense to not cast here and then die to Arcane Curse, so that was good.
Yeah. I did that earlier, and I wasn't gonna make that mistake again.
So right here, this is the experience moment.
So
Right.
to answer your question, I don't know why I'm running back this way.
That's because you're scared, because you're
I
low
just don't
health,
know.
right?
Yeah.
That's why you're doing it. Instinctually, you're like, I'm low, I must back. But realistically, you can be right here, like you can be standing right here, and
Absolutely.
if
That's what I'm thinking about now, looking at it now, is that there is a perfectly reasonably safe pocket for me where I don't need to run back to
And-
wherever the fuck that is.
and again, it's not a criticism. Like Dota is, there's very
Oh, it is. It's a valid criticism, but you know, I understand it. Is my point.
No, I mean, I'm looking at it like this is not wrong. Like, it's smart. Like, you're low health, don't die. But the better thing is, if you are here and they want to get a kill on you, they have to die to do it. So that's actually good. That's setting up a trade. Like, you can actually kind of bait yourself here. But the real thing is, like, if you are here right now, you have time to get this ward off. Absolutely. Because you know this push is going to happen because I've got my ult up and I think I just called let's push, right?
Yeah.
So that's just some... Oops. Should probably dodge those. It's not always easy. Just commit to it. Like, okay.
I know that if I try to dodge away and you guys walk out of the zone, then I'll take the full damage, but it's spread, I think.
Yeah, that's
If memory
that's
serves,
good.
it's spread out against everyone, so I'm like, I
It
have
is,
a better
yeah.
chance standing directly next to 2 people.
Yeah, word.
He's just dead, I think. Do they get the suicide off? No.
So you have the right idea. Stay near the bounty rune.
Is this?
That's
Yeah,
good.
At least
Take that.
maybe they might fuck it up somehow and not grab it for whatever reason. I don't know.
Right. So, looking at our
Not good for the Radiant.
vision right now, what do we got? We have a little bit of vision bottom, because that's where all the action has been. We have some vision top. Where do we need vision? I'd say mid right now. We could use a ward on their side where their tower used to be. Would be nice. But also, honestly, there's no right answer there either. Like, where do you need vision? It's where you want vision. Like,
Radiant's bottom tower
I put a
has
ward
seen
top
better days.
because I want to go fight top. You know, not like, well, it should have been bottom. No, that wasn't the plan. Like, whatever plan you decide for
Radiant's
what you want to
bottom
do,
tower is under attack.
you
I
need
feel
to
sad
get
for
your
them.
vision down there to do it.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So here, I would be running up those stairs right now. You're smoked. You're smoked at nighttime. So You have a huge advantage right now because I mean
I don't
this.
remember being smoked here.
I think.
I honestly don't recall that.
Let's see when the smoke happened because I remember.
Yeah, I remember doing a smoke later. I remember doing like a 3-man smoke or a couple, like 2 of those, but
Who smoked?
I don't remember smoking.
Techie
Did I
smoked.
do it? I may have just not noticed.
You might not. Yeah. Well,
I may have just not been paying attention. If
Yeah.
we're being honest here.
that's fair. It happens. But
Radiant's bottom tower was always
if you know that you are smoked, you can walk up these stairs because it's nighttime. So your smoke is going to break before they get vision of you, which means you can get a ward up here, and that can allow us to be aggressive in this area. Be aggressive in that area.
Sure.
I mean, this is a lot of wandering around.
Yeah, no, I know. I get real indecisive when we're in this.
It happens,
Not
and
quite
sometimes that's the correct thing to do. It just never looks good in a replay. You know.
Yeah. No, I fully acknowledge that I have a big problem with like
Radiant's bottom
between
tower is under attack.
laning phase, like mid game. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in laning phase.
Where did that guy fucking go? Oh, he went down there. All right.
Yeah, he went up instead of down,
Yeah.
or more. I thought he went up and he actually went down. That's why I placed the sentry so high up.
Right. So that's another thing to consider. At this stage
I
of the
really thought he
game,
was gonna dodge up instead of down, but
I
took a
can't.
gamble.
Replay sucks, so I can't see what our ward stock is. But you should have one set of dust on you to kill Invoker. And I actually told, I'm like, hey, Brian.
I think I bought
Brian
dust.
carry dust, right?
There's me buying dust, I think.
Right, which is fine. I mean, we rectified it, but this is the type of thing, like, as you get more experience, you'll be looking at it going like, oh, that character has invis. I'm going to buy dust before I even think I need it. I'm just going to have one ready. Just in case,
Structures are fortified. That's what that wispy glow around the tower means.
Which is good. Positioning aggressively to block. Like it.
Bottom tower, run. Dire's bottom tower was never my favorite. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That movement only works because Techie's here. I'm sure you realize that.
Yeah,
But
I-
you're
I
here.
knew it was out
You can
there,
get
yeah.
you can ward over here. While you're in this area, like you either ward up there like you did, or get a ward over here.
Like me. By the gods, the Dire's
I think this
bottom
one is
tower
better
doesn't
because
even
this
have
is our
arms to
objective
defend
right now.
itself. What a brave tower.
How did you take so much damage?
Oh, I just took a fuckload of hits from the tower, like when all the minions died
Dire's
at once.
bottom tower is under attack.
okay.
Run, little bottom
Yeah,
tower.
I just took a bunch of hits from the tower, and I'm just like,
Right.
at the time I said something along the lines of, "Wow, tower's hurt," and
By
then
the
I got
gods,
some
the
fucking
Dire's
strikes,
bottom tower
Right,
doesn't
right.
even have arms to defend
which is when I'm
itself.
like, they got a
What
ward over here
brave
somewhere.
tower.
Lo and behold, they do.
By the way, infused raindrops are amazing. I would recommend buying them. So, like, the items you want as a support are boots, boards, that dust, utility, right? Tome of Knowledge. If you're playing position 5, you get priority on all of those. And if anyone argues with it, they better have a good argument because, like, that item is for you. You're supposed to have Tome of Knowledge. Infused raindrops, though.
I kept looking for it, and it kept being sold out. So.
Yeah, that's because Techies is probably fucking buying it. But that should be going to you because you should be sacrificing all your XP for your teammates. So you're going to be the lowest level, so it's the highest value on you. But yeah, think about buying infused raindrops. They're really, really goddamn good, and they're so cheap. And sometimes I buy 2 of them, and I run around as Jakiro with double raindrops. And they don't even stack well. Like, every time a spell hits you, it uses up both. But it's fine, because mana regen.
Sure.
This is tough because I don't think this was communicated well. So we were all reacting to something happening. But honestly, as a Crystal Maiden or any one of these like CC heavy supports, like you don't heal people. You're all about debuffing the enemy, right?
Sure.
You want to aim to be this one's not your fault, but you want to aim to be on the leading edge of every single gank because you're our initiation. I mean, really, like you're it. It's like Legion with a Blink Dagger, Pounce, or you going in there. And I would actually say like you went for a Glimmer Cape here, and that's usually perfect. I think it's actually safe to just save for a Blink Dagger in this game because we know what our game plan is. Our game plan is get pickoffs and turn those pickoffs into towers, and then, I don't know, try to make techies work, right? So Blink is actually, like, core for you in this game. Because I remember thinking while we were playing, I'm like, man, I really wish our CM would, like, jump in and do something right now. And I'd check your inventory, be like, oh, he doesn't have Blink. All right, never mind. But it was so instinctual for me to be expecting it, you know?
Sure.
When I play Lion or CM, I basically try and get a Blink, like, every single game. Try to. I don't always remember to, but I try to. Nice. That's awesome. I don't know what the hell happened in this team fight.
Yeah, so here's where I get bashed from the low ground.
No, you were on high ground.
I got hit by the charge.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I did not know. Like, how the fuck did I get bashed from the low ground?
We need to examine this fight because this fight did not go well for us as a team. So let's it's a Slark.
I
Okay.
think I wasn't there when the fight started, which may be part of the problem.
That is part of the problem, and but that's not your fault because Slark is being ridiculous. But then you have to anticipate that he's ridiculous, and be more ridiculous than him, right? Right here.
I think I was teleporting and running in, but like I'm only so quick, so.
Yeah, right. So right here, I mean, we should evaluate as a team if this is even worth going for anymore. Like, he doesn't have Shadow Dance. I don't have my ult. We shouldn't take this fight. Just straight up. We should be like, fuck this. We're out. You know? And his ult's about to come up. Like, if we're better at the game, we're tracking that, but we should kind of know that. This tower doesn't even have any damage on it. This fight shouldn't have happened. Just straight up, shouldn't have happened. We should have all backed out. Just gone on to the left. Bye! We're out. Let's go farm. But it does happen, and so how could it have happened better? This Frostbite...
well, this is when I still didn't know if we were reinitiating or not.
I know. But well, so first off, let's get it. We understand that this entire team fight was a mistake, but given that we're gonna fight it, what can be better about it? This Frostbite doesn't achieve anything. It's again, it's not your harass skill. It doesn't do the most damage, right? And it's also becomes a lower cooldown, but it's the same cooldown as that one, so that's something to think about. But you want to just harass with this. This Frostbite has no follow-up because Legion and Slark are back here. They're walking away, and we'd have to dive him under tower to go for this kill. So
yeah,
think about that. I'm gonna slow this down. How does this happen? How the fuck did this start? So you Frostbite. He's moving aggressively. Let's move it at 0.5. He moves aggressively. He's coming around. These guys are doing their job. I'm moving aggressively. Legion's back here. He's got a blink.
So I think when this fight really kicks off is there. Legion trying to go after initiate on
it's Brian going for this is where this is. We're hard committed now, right?
Well, okay, here's the question then. Does that stop that counters his ult, right? On space count?
Yeah, no, it countered it.
Okay, good.
Which that's good to know.
Well, is it on cooldown? That's my question.
Ah, yes. I don't know. Let's find out. No. Okay, we learned something.
No, okay, it's not on cooldown. I didn't know. I just knew I didn't want him doing that. So.
This dive is not good.
That's when things go. This is when the fight.
Yeah, yeah. And at this point, this is like.
This is possibly salvageable if I didn't get booped by the space cow, which I think that's a dumb boop and I hate it. But like, if I was still up there doing the thing, then that would have done a good amount of damage to a lot of them. Some of them may have tried to disengage.
Right. So I think we just made the call. Like, let's get out. Bye.
Get the fuck out of there.
I'm so greedy. Oh my god, that's so stupid. What am I doing? How does he have vision here? Oh, okay.
Because they got the wards up there on the high ground.
Right.
And then I die anyways, but whatever. I don't know why you're still in the river.
I'm trying to cover you.
Nah, I was dead. There was no way I was gonna. When it was clear they still had vision.
Oh, well, the reason I'm still in the river is because the guy came from my left.
Oh, did he?
So,
From the high ground?
so I came in here to try and help, and then Jug came up here. So I had to run left or right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was trying to
No,
use my only CC spell to help you. Does it even
No, I
slow
got it.
anymore? Oh, it does. It's a speed steal. Okay. Another thing is, by the way,
Dire's
this.
bottom tower is under attack.
So just the way I like to play CM, I have a lot of success with it, is I get the 200 health talent and I go double bracer. It's basically Tranquils, double bracer, blink dagger. If we have an aggressive team, you know, like we got Slarks and Legions and Slardars and Spirit Breakers, like guys that want to fight, I do a tanky blink dagger build. And it helps a lot. If you're, you know, you got a Spectre on your team, then you can do the Glimmer Cape for staff shit first, the defensive items. But the nice thing about this horde is you really have a lot of options in that. You're not like a Legion commander that has to build a fucking Blink Dagger or Shadow Blade, right? What's going on the map?
We're licking our wounds and not sure what to do. Is what's happening here.
Look at all these couriers. So what is Scott thinking? He's looking around. Very good. So, no wrong answer here, but where do you think action is most likely to happen right now?
Definitely our side of the map, probably bot lane, because that's where we have the least vision. And so if they're playing smart, they're going to go where we can't see, so I got to make sure we can see where we don't see.
I dig it. I dig it.
Because honestly, the top side, it's going to be probably in one of the jungles or one of the lanes. If it's the lanes, we got minions, we don't need... That's covered, we got the minions. If it's in the jungle, top side jungle, we have a lot more defense, but we still have our tier 1 tower, I think, at this point, looks like.
Yeah, our
I think we got a bunch of tier 1s. So
our
if they're
triangle
gonna
is
make a
solid.
push- If they're going to make a push, it's going to be bot side jungle, so I go down and make sure we have some vision on the high ground to at least get some sort of...
Yeah,
vision
that sounds logical to me. And then also, we have our techies top, and they just don't want to go to techies.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know where I'm going here.
That's fine. This is the shitty thing about being a support, right? You're not allowed to farm this, so you just have to be a mobile ward, which is good, right? This is good. It's fine.
And then I was shocked this was a real invoker. Like, this is the moment, like, wait, I thought that, I'm
Jesus.
surely sure that would be an illusion.
We got fucking destroyed there. How did that happen?
Oh, we got fucking annihilated.
Oh my god, Jug just
barred
bounces
and
through everybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
I try to walk away so at least I can minimize the damage to everyone else, so I just get annihilated by the Omni Slash.
Yeah. So that was a disaster. I'm not even sure why that was so bad.
Because we are behind by like 3 kills and a lot of farm, I think.
Well,
Also,
what was
they were
the,
one more dead than there were us.
Let's look at this real quick. So, when this starts, how does this start?
So,
Well,
so
not
it
this. We
starts
know
is
this
me
happened.
thinking, oh, that is absolute illusion. Because I'm like, oh, there was an illusion. I'm just going to freeze it in place, and it's going to time out by the time it gets up throws. Right? Just so they don't have the walking illusion ward, is my thought.
Yeah,
Right.
right. So something to. I just don't. Well, this is more for just myself to understand how this happened. So they smoked up. We didn't see it, which is fine. And Jug is pinging. Let's go this way. Okay. So how did they execute this? Draw a haiku on the map. Cool. I'm gonna set it to Radiant Vision and see if we had any clue that this was happening at all.
So here's why. Okay, so I just managed to finagle only popping the vision on Invoker, and I didn't notice that he popped into existence. Not God damn, I hate this chair. I don't know if you can hear my chair popping like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought he just walked in out of vision. I didn't see he popped into existence right at the edge of my vision, not actually from outside my vision.
Ah, yeah, I see that. So we saw a smoke break here, actually.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a smoke break. I thought, oh, someone got the illusion rune because that looks like it's coming from where the rune spawn.
Yeah.
Someone picked up the illusion rune and sending one up to, and someone just like threw some things just to make sure someone didn't pop it too quick. Which is why I just turn around and throw a frostbite on to like, okay, I'm arresting the movement of this walking ward. And I'm gonna walk
right.
away.
And I think
then, like,
that's
again-
I would have done the same thing because Invoker's faster than you, slow him down, and you can get away, right?
Yeah, and then it cast a spell. I'm like, that's not an illusion. Why isn't? And then that's when the other two people showed up and fought it, and then everyone else came out of smoke.
So I think, the way we could have prevented this was multiple ways. No fault of yours in particular. If we had vision where they smoke, if we watch the map, so this is a clue, right? No one's farming this. Spirit Breaker's top, but if they're going for a smoke, they don't need Spirit Breaker to be there, so no one's here because I'm here, so that's not. So this is really, this clue and this clue are pretty much all we got. If we had vision and we spot the smoke, that's obviously ideal. We see the smoke break. That's a big one. So, I mean, if you have time to notice it, like, oh, that guy just came out of a smoke, we should assume the other team is good, and we should assume there's 4 people behind him, or 3 people in this case, right?
Yeah.
So we should actually decide, like, kind of instantly, do we want a team fight right now, right here? I mean, it's good, like, we have...
The answer is no, if we know that's what's happening, because we're nowhere near each other.
This is true, like,
the three of us kind of there, but...
Yeah, I mean, this is close enough, but we have a techies up here with no TP scroll, so this is kind of why it shouldn't happen. I have one.
And if the fight would kick off, you're a little bit far away by the time even the teleport comes off.
Yeah, like I got a TP that might be like 10 seconds or something, so we shouldn't fight this. We have vision for it, but we're not prepped for it otherwise. Brian has balls of steel.
Yeah, he goes in, and I think that was because I think did they pop before he blinked in or?
His smoke popped, you hit him, he threw a spell, and then he jumped in. The Legion jumped in. I TP. Techies can't TP.
Like the other guys, are they within? Did the smoke pop before he cast a duel?
Let's see.
There's me. Yeah, there's me and running around doing particularly nothing.
I mean, this is doing something. This is fine. Your positioning is good. You're the front line right now. Like, if they want to get to Legion and Slark through these access points, they have to come through you first. So if we had, like, your actions gave us a choice. Like, we could either take this fight or not. And because you've been here to spot the smoke. Like, think about it. If you're not standing here, this goes for anybody who's trying to learn how to play support, by the way, because we are streaming this. If you're not standing here, they just get right on Slark. He gets hit by tornado, and then there's a blink on his face, and Slark probably dies here. So, like, you being here probably protects him. But let's see. So we see smoke. We see this guy. This throws a cold snap. This guy jumps on it immediately. Oh, he didn't have enough information. The Legion didn't have enough information, and you got an unlucky Omni Slash bounce on your face. I started TPing, and look what happened to me here. This was so goddamn unlucky. Let's watch this team fight from my perspective. Jesus Christ, this was annoying. You know what happened here?
Bara. There
Yep.
he is.
The most unlucky charge path in the world. Fucking dude. This was so annoying that happened like that. I don't even know if I would have wanted to go, though.
I think it's probably lucky for you, because otherwise you just would have been blown the fuck up.
Yeah. I'm kind of seeing that as well. Like, oops. All right. Oh, there's me bitching about it. Cool. This guy needs to have a T. There you go. He's got one now. So this is interesting because Techies has kind of become our offlaner, you know, making pressure on the map, and Brian is trying to make stuff happen. But
I mean,
yeah,
that's not really bad, I don't think. Like, I think Techies is decent at making that pressure.
no, I'm just saying like it's kind of interesting because they kind of swapped positions, right? Like Techies is playing like he's 3.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I don't understand how he gets this blink off. Look at this. He's actively getting damaged by Soul Siphon. And it's not like damage, blink. What the fuck is that?
He's not taking damage. He's not, when he's Yules, he's not taking damage.
No, I know, but he lands and the Soul Siphon is still on him.
He could have just been fast with the,
Yeah,
before the first
because it takes like a frame or something, doesn't it? Like a damage tick. What does Scott see? Nice. Is he invised here? He's invised. So right here, we could decide to go back, because he's still got the invis rune, and now you know there's no vision there, because you just dewarded 2. You could decide to just do it again. Although I don't know how smart that is.
Turn to that goofy meme. I'll fucking do it again.
Yep. So, I think your instinct is okay here. Well, you were walking towards Slark and then you changed your mind.
Well, yeah.
This will
I think
do
what I was
nicely.
just trying to stick near you,
Right.
and then you throw me the other way. Because at that point, if you're heading towards mid and Slark's in bottom, then I am completely alone, and someone will just walk up and kill me. So, at this point, I am panicking and not knowing what to do. This is me just running around in circles, not knowing
That's
what
fair.
to do.
I would farm that camp. Right there. That's what I would do. Get some gold. Maybe ward Roche. It's about the time where people are going to start trying to do Roche. Yeah, definitely. I'd ward Roche right there.
You can see my marvelous lack of last hitting powers.
That's fine. I mean, just use your Q to last hit, you know? Get him low. Finish him with the Q. There you go. So here, like, I think this is fine. But now you need to get top. Maybe, so I would, honestly, I would maybe, this is what I would do. The optimal way to do this, and maybe I wouldn't remember to do it, but I would probably drop a sentry right here, smoke myself, and run up. And then ward this on the way.
Oh, just solo smoke?
Just solo smoke. It's fine. Like, that's a tough one, right? Because we do kind of need the smokes to make action happen, but also, you are integral to this working because you're our main CC. Like, really, like, you are the main crowd control here. Besides this one spell, and him who's down here. So it might be worth solo smoking here just to get vision down, you know, like you smoke, maybe smoke yourself under tower, walk up here, drop a sentry first, drop a ward around here maybe, and then try and walk up here, see if your smoke breaks. If it doesn't break, keep pushing up, and if you can get all the way up here, like, maybe we can make this kill happen. Probably not, but maybe. It's okay to solo smoke or like 2-man smoke. You don't have, it doesn't have to be a 5-man hard commit Roche contesting smoke every single time. Ah, damn. Very close. I think it's also worth considering that Brian does not play Legion Commander, so I don't fault him for not really knowing what to do and trying his best. It's just not a hero he plays.
The Radiant should really do something about that middle tower. I will not forget this.
Oh, free kill for Slark, hopefully. Help him get that kill right there. Like, I see what you're doing. You're trying to, intercept. But just help him get the kill. Because you guys are far enough back, and you know that they've just chased me up here, right? You just get this kill as fast as you can and back off to the tower.
Sure.
These
I
creeps
knew
are
there was
giving
someone
you
there
vision.
somewhere.
Right. Glimmer him, probably.
Well, he's still at old, so that's why.
I know, but be ready to do it. Like right there, Glimmer. Glimmer him, not you. So you would have saved him with that if you did. Probably. I mean, he also stayed way too long, but also used. That's a big thing on playing support, and I did notice it throughout this game. At a certain point, basically everybody else's life is more important than yours, and it is
I don't know,
worth
man.
you.
I kind of gave up on trying to do anything with that Slark at a certain point because he was not.
That's fair. And I mean, this is like, we are partially reviewing this game to figure out why we lost, because this was a strange game that we felt like we could win. But also, this is just in general, what should a support do? You know, like what lessons can we learn, and like what specific lesson can we learn from this game, right?
Blame.
Like,
The Glimmer Cape is for your ult, or to save yourself while you're off like solo warding or something, or to save your
It has
cores.
no arms to defend its structures are fortified. Just
And if
like
it's a choice, it's save the core.
Dire's middle tower is all
I think you
alone
got
in the
bashed
world.
there.
Beam, Radiant's top tower is
We
under
should
attack.
glyph this. If we didn't glyph it, that should have been a glyph.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Not so radiant anymore. It
What
turns
am I
out.
doing? I'm trying to create pressure on the map? I don't remember. Oh, I think I was... Yeah, I saw all this happening, so I came up here and ulted this tower. But it didn't result in anything. Skip. We've got TiVo. Skip. Jesus Christ. There we go. Yeah, that's probably a bad ult. I don't know.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Fortified. Booyah.
Yeah, that was a crappy ult on my part. I should have saved that for this team fight.
About time.
Oh, did I still have it? Okay. Hey, return kills. Nice. So you're going for Rod of Ados. That's fine,
Radiant's middle
but
tower
you
is
kind
It's
of...
important to keep them from. A lot of the problems were when either we were not quite in position and they were, or something like that. So more things to root stuff in place to make sure that to buy more time for us to set up and do our thing. That was my thought.
It is good thinking. I think in that case, it should be techies or me buying the Rod of Ados.
Sure.
And you should prioritize Blink or Force Staff to get just to position yourself, because you are ranged, but you're not like super long ranged, right? Because if you buy a Rod on CM, you're kind of just buying a second Frostbite in a way.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant. A fight
We can
is
even
won.
consider right here, as soon as that Roche is done, we smoke and we walk to top with techies.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Just smoke out of the pit, run straight up there, and get a tower. That's an improvement I think we could have made. Because now, to do the same thing that we want to do, we maybe have to be walking across
Dire's
vision to
middle
do it.
tower is under attack.
Nice. I like it.
The Dire's top tower is doing its best, but it doesn't look good.
To think about this, though. So, like, pushing this tower is good, right? I've also got my ult, but I think I was saving it. It's worth considering that maybe you should be positioned over here.
Up on that high ground.
Dire's top tower is under
Because this is all well and good, it helps us kill the tower faster. But if you're here, you can make a pick happen by diving into tower and getting it, right? Like, because you don't have to blink, you have to position more aggressively in the first place. And oh my god, we fucked this up so hard.
Yeah.
So, Techie said wait for the second wave. I didn't. I'm just taking way too much damage here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh my god.
And there's a big 3-man charge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you even want to watch that one again? I don't think.
I don't particularly know. I think I'm good.
Yeah, same. 'Cause that one was rough. I mean, obviously, we needed to spread more, right? And also high ground vision.
Yeah, I kept trying to walk up to get that vision, but like it really wasn't safe for me to be up there. I felt. And I think at the time, like it was just me up there. I don't think LC was up there. I don't think Slark was up there. They were doing something else. I don't know what.
Let's see. So as we decide that we're gonna attack this tower, right?
But this is indeed happening.
This is kind of the moment. So here, I would be running up. While they're covering, I just run straight here and get this ward up. If you have one. But you don't have
think I
one.
do.
But if you did, you want a ward for a high ground push. Preferably every single high ground push has a high ground ward. Slark is a farmy boy? I don't know.
Oh god, I didn't even realize Slark was that far up. I knew that like no one else was up on high ground. And
So
I
this
went up there
is-
just to like look or whatever. But like I'm like I don't think I should be the one up here. Because
Yeah, it's tough. If you are going to be up here, I would be positioned here, maybe? Or you just sit back and you Glimmer Cape, right?
and that's
yeah.
where like 3 get hit by the charge.
Yeah, I would say either be like the two things that we can do to make this, well, there's actually multiple things we can do to make this better. I needed to hold my ult for the second wave. I needed to not insist on taking that much damage to get damage on tower. You need to try and get a ward over here. Slark needs to not have ADD and walk over here to farm. And once we're here, you either position here on the corner, or you position behind me and just Glimmer. And then, I don't know, Brian either hits the tower or stands back here to blink in.
I think that should have been a good weather vane. Is that if our 2 melee carries didn't feel safe or whatever going on high ground, then we really shouldn't have been there. Like we should have just said, "Fuck it, we're just losing the ult."
Yeah.
Just not pushed it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I take the blame on this one because I did take like half my health from a fucking tower and an urn. You know, like I just took way too much. And if I wasn't that low, like maybe I can actually get more spells off and maybe it's not so bad, but this team fight was just a royal fuck up all over the place.
Yeah. And then I don't think we ever really covered from this fight.
No, we were still in the game, but I think we made a couple more mistakes like this. This was our one freebie, I would say. We could still come back from this. Legion's got 80 damage. Slark has 10. That should be much higher.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen, as all towers someday must.
I mean, honestly, I just think that at this point, the gold deficit, if not the XP deficit, is so great. I actually have significant doubts if there was a way to pull back from this one.
Radiant's middle tower
Well,
is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is old.
I know there's a way to access this.
The grass.
Yeah. Oh, here it is.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Pause
under
real quick.
attack. I feel sad for them.
Okay. Difference in net worth. Yeah, we were behind. Difference in XP.
We were
Yeah.
behind pretty badly on all of them, frankly.
Yeah. That's
Like
interesting.
I think that tip up was the fight we had before, and then when it nosedived, that's when we lost that high ground fight.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of the last point, and like after that, it was just we're just waiting for the clock to run out.
So here, where she this is important right now. Like these moments right before you're gonna get pushed, this is like critical that you try and get out and get some vision down. Either, you know, ward up here, ward over here while you're retreating, something. You should, at the very least, you should be near Slark to save him, or near Legion to save him.
I would be nearby Legion, if anything. I think I don't think going anywhere near Slark is a good idea.
I'll take that as
Where he
tribute
goes,
to
only
all
bad things happen.
This is true, but Slark is also our position 1, so we've already invested a lot in him, and I don't know if there's much payoff, but... Oh yeah, that net graph is... net worth is not good.
No. I did not know that he was had a higher net worth than Legion though.
Oh yeah, no, he's very low.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
1 second.
The Radiant's bottom tower has seen better days.
I don't even know what we're doing up there.
Radiant's
I'm
bottom
not
tower
watching.
is
Let me
under
back up.
attack.
Sorry. Okay. We are being aggressive.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So right now, you run
Radiant's
here in your
bottom
sentry,
tower has seen
right?
better
Or
days.
drop a sentry somewhere in here. Like, we've secured this ground. Get vision. Because if we keep vision in this area, we can start making more plays like that and scaling, right? And I was saying here, go get a ward behind it. I meant kind of over here, so we can see them under tower and see Invoker back here.
Dire's middle tower
We
is
talked
under
about
attack.
that during the match, right?
Yeah, we did.
I understand now though.
Dire has fortified its structures.
I think your positioning here is good.
Is all alone in the world, being attacked.
Maybe just stay over here, though. You know, stay in this area. Because right there, I mean, you could hit him with a Q, and then maybe he gets hit by these bombs, or maybe it gives, I don't know, someone an opportunity to jump on it.
Everyone else is running away a lot at that point.
Yeah, true. I don't know why we decided to back off here. We had a discussion about it. I don't remember what our reasoning was. Slark needs BKB. He does not need a fucking Scotty. Whatever. We were talking about this. Should he get a AC or whatever? I don't know. Maybe we're at the point where we just needed BKBs. Scott Cam, go! Oh, here's where we got baited really hard. I'm like, this looks like bait.
And lo and behold, it
That's
was
my
bait.
Obi-Wan. So, Glimmer Cape would have been nice, but I don't know if it mattered.
No, yeah, I think it would have died before that. Yes,
It's
I
a
should've put it on the
disaster.
time.
Maybe. Okay, you might also just get immediately dewarded, but yeah, it'd be
Okay,
worth
they
doing.
did have- They stole the gem.
Ah. Slark! Slark! What are you doing, Slark?
Oh my god.
Why you do this?
What the fuck is he doing?
I don't know.
Oh, the techie said that, oh, I want that gem, and Clark took that personally.
Yeah. So that was my fuck up there. Definitely. Got the vision down now. That's good. Where do you think we need a ward now?
I think I'm going over to place one over here on this high ground.
Yeah, I think that's solid.
Okay, maybe not that high ground, but yeah, that was.
That's
that
no,
also
that's a really helpful ward. I'd say that one's good.
because we're going to be on our side of the map for a while, I think. At
Yeah.
this point, if we're going to come back at all.
And we have decent Roche vision because we have the high ground one from earlier, and we have the Techie's mines. So this makes sense to me. By the way, without that Staff of Wizardry and maybe farming a few more creeps, you definitely have a Blink Dagger by now.
Oh, sure, but
Just pointing it out. It was like I'm saying, it was possible to get
I've
it.
never been a fan of the Blink Dagger. I've always been for the Force Staff.
Either one's,
Personal preference.
yeah, either one
And
is fine.
I end up getting the Force Staff instead. So
Right. I hate this part of the game. You know, where you're just stuck on defense. I hate this part of Dota. Bothers me to no end. You know.
Oh, that's not good for the Radiant. Fortification in place.
I think your positioning is fine right now. Like, you're kind of scouting a little bit. You're like ready to set stuff up if it appears. Try not to get hit by the EMP.
fail.
Glimmer Cape, someone. Yeah, you got to use the Glimmer Cape a little bit more. I buy back. Because I am terrible dingus.
I said even thinking about whether I need to or not. This fight's not something to take, so I'll wait to see if they push. So basically, yes, I think as soon as I don't choose not to buy back and spawn is when I spend out to buy the Force Staff.
Mm-hmm. Speed it up a little bit since we're just waiting for shit to happen.
We're waiting for the end to happen.
The Radiant should really do something about that middle tower.
Oof.
Radiant's top tower no longer radiates.
Big dick invoker.
I did Glimmer Cape someone though.
You did Glimmer Cape. So I would say that we lost the fight when the second fight happened. We lost the game when the second fight happened here.
Oh, the debate one.
Yeah, the first bait wasn't awful. We only lost one or two. We still could recover. This one enabled this push to happen, which enabled this push to happen because we couldn't contest this push. So this, I would say, this is where we lost the game. This is it. Although obviously me getting baited doesn't help.
Yeah.
How did he take like no damage from that?
Because he's really built.
He has no magic resist.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, they have a pipe aura. Okay.
Dire's bottom tower is
Still,
under
he took like no damage from that.
Run. Radiant's middle barracks are under
You know,
attack.
they
Radiant's middle retreat
built
tower.
a shit fucking juggernaut, so
overrun.
not surprised. I don't think we need to watch the rest of the game. Like the rest of it is just really solely losing. I don't think there's anything really.
Well, no, it's still winnable. This was probably the minute where we could have won. This is the nail in the coffin for sure. So that's the thing, right? We're 2 racks down. The game's not over. So it's important not to get discouraged. Like, you still have a barracks. You have a tier 3 down. It's entirely possible that we win a fight and we push a lane and we take their whole base. Like, that can always happen. Obviously, we're 36k down, but like, yeah, we can come back from this. It's possible. It's just really hard. You know, the game says that we have like a 0% chance to win. It's still possible.
What does the game know?
What does the game know? Right. The game just uses statistics. But like this fight, like I don't even know. I don't know what we needed to do to fight this differently. Or if we even needed to fight it. Maybe the answer is we just don't fight this. But I think maybe our positioning just needed to be better here.
For me at least, I think this fight would have turned out better if for the global families.
Yeah, that's definitely screwing us, which is why we needed BKBs.
Otherwise, I would just be outside the pit, dropping down the freezing field or whatever the fuck it's called. And if they want to get that rush, then they're going to take damage taking it.
So let's see. This is the moment where we can actually decide if we're going to win this fight or not. So we see that Roche is up, and we can examine the vision that we have. which is this mine and this ward. So if we were going to do this, as a team, we needed to be ready to do it, which means like we got to wait for Legion. We have to group, and we have to smoke, and then we have to smoke into a good position. We kind of just walked down the obvious path. We came down here and here. I think if we smoke and we maybe wrap around this way, or some of us come this way, kind of get an angle on Invoker so we can't tornado all three of us, right? Like, there's a way we could have executed this. Because if we smoke, this ward doesn't see us, right? Because if you look at it from their perspective, what do they see?
I'll take that as tribute.
God, fucking replay bugs. There we go. So this is what they're looking at right now. Oh, look, they are coming to contest. Invoker starts leaving the pit because he knows we're trying to contest. We smoked under a ward. Yeah, this was just really easy for them to defend because they saw everything. You know. I mean, not guaranteed that we win if we try it differently, but we give ourselves a better chance at least.
Sure.
But I think, honestly, the answer is either we don't bother, or we try it differently, or we just wait and get BKBs. It's tough. Tough game. And then the game ends, I think. They go for the racks instead of winning the game. What the hell is wrong with people?
That's Dota. It's the typical DM.
Right.
Or do that and we'll just die of a few people.
So, okay. So, I mean, do you feel like you learned anything from that?
Some on positioning. I feel like it's going to take several games of practice to really act upon some of these ideas of like what I think I'm still going to struggle on things like what should I be doing mid game before we get into death ball mode.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just need to be more mindful of, hey, while you're here, make sure you get the wards down and to be in a bit more of aggressive positioning.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's going to be one of those like I'm going to need a few games before it actually like.
Oh yeah,
takes.
It takes a long time to learn this shit. But if you know what you need to be working on, then that helps, right? Did you notice anything that I didn't mention?
I think I'm pointing out the things that came to mind. I think honestly right now my big problem is that I want to work on is positioning during laning,
Mm-hmm.
Objective acquisition during mid game, like i.e. what the fuck am I doing right now? Do something. And then in late game, it's back to positioning. I think most of it's coming down to positioning.
Yeah.
Because I just have a lot of positioning problems.
That sounds good to me. Well, if we look at the stats, we've got, because this is also, it is important to look at this and, figure it out. 13 assists, that's good. Few too many deaths, but whatever. Techies is hogging all the tomes, so that's bad. 16 last hits. So their silencer had 57, and you've got 16. So I would say you actually, you should look for more farm. It's okay to farm. It's just the whole position 1 through 5 thing, where that comes in is the position 5 should not be farming in this moment because he should be here for this kill, or he shouldn't be farming because there's a higher position person nearby that should be farming this thing. If no one's nearby, or you go make farm for yourself, like I'm going to go into their jungle and fucking take this farm or whatever. Like you have to find creative ways to get your own farm or stack a lot of camps or something. Because like, look how much the silencer stacked. Got 5 stacks off.
Yeah,
This was big. They stacked a lot more camps than we did. And that's not just you. That's the techies. That's everybody. I mean, look, their whole team is stacking. Except for the Invoker, right? Vision purchased. Cool. I'd say we probably needed a little bit more dust just because of the invoker. What else is there to look at? I think the telescope is fine. Skill build, what do we choose? So, getting Arcane Aura, when you choose to do that, is strange, right? Because it depends on your team. Like, does my team need mana regen? Techies does, I do. Legion and Slark maybe don't. Well, you do, but the thing is, like, could you achieve that with more clarities and mangoes? Or, could you achieve that by not harassing with frostbite? You know what I mean? Like you get more damage through just right clicks and save the spells for when they matter. Now I don't need as much mana regen. Like I've noticed a lot of higher level supports don't even buy arcane boots anymore. It's just tranquil boots. Even on people like Bane, they're buying tranquil boots because the difference is that they're not actually casting that many spells. So they can rely on clarities and neutral items to get their mana back, like Arcane Ring and, Faded Brooch giving you a bigger mana pool or whatever, Essence Ring or Clumsy Net. Like, the neutral items are a godsend for supports because a lot of them give you, like, great stats, an awesome ability, or, like, awesome regen that would be so expensive for you to buy. Like, if it was an item you could actually buy, you would never purchase it because you never have enough gold to, like, buy a fucking Essence Ring, So it's pretty important for supports to get good neutral items. So I would say maybe you can go QWQ and get the Arcane Aura on 4, or this can be okay. It's fine. I tend to not get Freezing Field at 6. I just get more levels than what I already have. But that depends on the game. Like if I have a lot of people that can frontline for me and they can hold people in place, like an Underlord or a Slardar or something like that, Freezing Field gets higher value. If I'm the only one that's doing crowd control, I'm not really going to have that much time to do a Freezing Field. And if they have a lot of cancels, like Silencer, Invoker, Spirit Breaker, whatever, or Juggernaut, Freezing Field just doesn't have a lot of value. It worked out, but often I find that I can actually wait to get Freezing Field until 7 or 8, which is fine. Cast range, we talked about that. I'd go for the health talent because Crystal Main's just so goddamn squishy. Think about it, right? 200 health, if you want to purchase that, that's an Ogre Club. That's 1,000 gold. That talent is 1,000 gold, right? 75 cast range is a Keen Optic or like 1/3 of an Aether Lens. It's just lower value. Sometimes the cast range is important. Like if you're playing against a Faceless Void and you need to be casting into Chronosphere or something like that, this can make a big difference. But I find the health to just be more value generally. I don't even remember what her 15 talent is. I think it's cooldown or something. I can't remember, but it's not very good. So anyway, just something to think about. Like you can skill build with her differently, and usually Crystal Nova is your thing.
Yeah, -3 seconds Crystal Nova cooldown or 6% magic resistance Arcane Aura.
Yeah, and I would say in this game, the magic resistance is pretty good because they have Jug, Invoker, Darkseer, Silencer. They have a lot of magic damage, so I feel like that's the correct choice.
Yeah.
Usually people get 200 attack speed on 20. Again, unless they're in that game where they have a bunch of like crowd control tanks to let them do a freezing field. Like usually you just get the attack speed because it's helpful with farming, it's helpful with dewarding, it's helpful with whatever. And then level 25, Crystal Nova damage is awesome. That can help you clear creep waves super fast, especially if you're up against like mega creeps or something. I feel like Frostbite duration, fuck it, dude, it's level 25. Everyone's got BKB. Like, whatever. Just stuff to think about. Anything else you're curious on, or you feel like you got the gist of it?
I got the gist of it. I just need to put it into practice,
Okay. Cool. Well, if you're up for it, you can play a game and I can just coach from there if you want live feedback.
I am then going to stop watching the stream for obvious reasons.
For sure. Let me make some tea real quick. So I will be right back.
Do that thing.
So, 1 second. Okay.
Okay.
Okie dokies. Thanks for waiting.
Sure.
I'm going to jump us in channels real quick. Actually, never mind. Panda's taking the streamer room. Never, fuck it. It's all right. Let's
Just make
go. What would you say your most comfortable heroes are?
I mean, I've played a bunch of Crystal Maiden since coming back, so probably CM because she's, more or less simple. Well, let me put it this way: I've played mostly Crystal Maiden, and I've like got one or two games of like Lich. And I'm like, wait, Lich doesn't have Consume anymore? Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, Crystal Maiden's one of my favorites as well.
Yeah. At some point, I want to get back in, like doing like a Jakiro or something, or like a Rubik, but that sucked balls because I wasn't doing a very good job with the whole stealing and using things. So we're just gonna wait until I get the fundamentals down better before.
Yeah, Rubik is.
I think Rubik is fascinating. I just don't think I have the fundamentals down yet to really exploit him properly.
Yeah, he's hard. He's hard to play really well, but I think he's better played as a 4 than as a 5 anyway. Because he really wants like blink and ags and stuff. By the way, if you go to your heroes tab and you got the little sort by thing in the bottom left,
Sort by supports.
yeah, you can make your own categories. So like if you check on the stream right now, I have this one for ranked. So I probably need to adjust this, but I have a list of like heroes that I want to ban, and like my most comfortable position 5s, most comfortable position 4s and 3s, and then like people that I'm working on that I'm not super confident with, but like I want to learn them in that position.
Okay.
I also made this fun one as well called mid game, which is I just took everybody that did not have the carry or support tag and put them in a list, and it's really weird looking. It's basically all initiation. It's fucking strange.
Well, and Zeus.
And Zeus. It's all initiation and Zeus.
If I were to learn an offlaner, I think Bat Rider is really fascinating to me. Him and Timbersaw are both really interesting, but
Bat Rider is amazing. And he seems to only get popular during internationals. But like, that character is so fucking strong, dude. Just anyone that can go through BKB and stun you for like 5 seconds is like, okay, good hero. I don't care what else it does. Good hero. You know? Because if they like nerfed the shit out of Bat Rider and he just did no damage, you could just play him as a support. God damn, this is taking forevers.
good old 3-minute queue.
That means we're going to get a perfectly balanced match.
Always.
Another thing with pick order, it's pretty much conventional nowadays that the position 5 first picks.
Sure.
Which is
Because if you
kind
counter the
of...
position 5, then like, whatever. It's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. But it also puts you in a really weird position. Because obviously when I play ranked, I pretty much always play 5 or 4. And the problem with it is that, yeah, you're supposed to have the most knowledge about the game and supposed to be like thinking about it strategically, but then you're not able to utilize that knowledge during the draft. You know? Like, hey, I know how to counterpick that. I'm not allowed to because I have to first pick. So usually when you're playing a 5, you're going to get counterpicked. You know? Like, you're going to play... You're going to be like, oh, I'll play Jakiro 5, and then they fucking pick a Clockwork, and they just dumpster your ass because he was allowed to counterpick and you weren't because meta. Yeah. Right. So I find that frustrating.
Well, there we go.
But it's something to think about, you know, like you're basically almost never going to have an ideal lane. So the most important thing to think about when picking is, don't forget to ban here.
Get Jug the fuck out of here. Fuck that noise. Where's Juggernaut?
5 seconds remaining.
So this
off,
is a
Juggernaut.
good, this is an excellent CM game right now, if you want to do it.
Oh,
This is, oh my god, this is such a good CM game for you. Oh, you should have picked before Clinks though.
well, I was going to. Then I realized I spelled howdy wrong, and my embarrassment was real.
Your turn to pick.
Howie, folks.
Howie.
So let's try and keep on top of our
10 seconds
analysis
remaining.
here. So stuff about Shadow Fiend and stuff about Snapfire. First impressions.
Shadow Fiend is going to be a mid, so he does all the nuky stuff, and he feeds off
Your
creeps,
turn to
basically. Okay, so offlane Axe. Axe, he does cast. Does he? How often does he cast his
It depends on
his little rage thing?
it depends on
Is that
his
worth-
build.
He's got that, and he's got his howl. He's got 2 spells that he casts fairly often, so I think that would be a fairly safe bet to go with the stick, or the wand.
It might
Especially
be.
with Shadow Fiend as well, and Disruptor. Those are all high casty dudes.
Well, before you do anything, make sure Spirit fucking
Yeah.
Storm Spirit has a tango.
2 tangos.
I would. You don't need a sentry in this lane because you don't want to be pulling against an axe anyway. So that's something to
Oh,
think
yeah.
about. The wand. What's the off lane gonna be? It's probably
The off lane's gonna
Snapfire
be
Axe.
Yeah.
So yeah, wand would be good, and mobility. Wand mobility.
Well, I'll go for get the Windlace first then. I do that thing.
You definitely want to start with Q. And if he does Battle Hunger, you're gonna have to steal some creeps from Clinks. So first thing, check what your teammates bought.
It's in the bag.
Prepare for battle.
Love this part.
You typically want to give that ward to the offlane. So I would actually do that. I'd go give that ward to Legion.
The battle is ours. Victory is assured. This one is.
And I would actually buy a second mango. And, you know, communicate with him. Tell him you want to give the ward. Yeah, I'd grab another mango.
Just do it.
Because you might have to be using your Q to get a kill and remove battle hunger, so you might need to be spamming more than normal.
Oh my god, look how slow that courier is.
30 seconds to battle.
Come here.
And while you're doing this, I don't know if I can lock it onto your perspective, but look around, look at enemy items, see what they've got. Like right now, you should tell your team, like, bot lane has fuck all for regen. This axe has a decent amount of regen.
So you said I should start with.
Battle
Go up there.
Q,
Why are you
start
going
Q.
up there?
Fuck you.
You want to cut this tree to do vertical pulls. You don't have to do it right now. Maybe wait until you take some damage first. Axe is pretty tanky, so I don't know if you can actually force a kill with your Crystal Nova. If, or if harassing, is that worth it? Let's see what he does. Get ready to kill the range creep. Enemy range creep. Just Q it.
Axe defies you.
I won't give them the satisfaction.
Should tango. Go tangle that tree, I told you.
Go back to that tree, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the Snapfire? Okay. Where is it? Oh, there she is. Time for me to just not be here.
So yeah, you can't trade hits with her well. You can't trade hits with Snapfire well, and Axe you kind of can't kill. So this is a weird lane. All you need to do is just stop Clinks getting dove on and try and deny creeps. And that's going to be your job here.
Sure.
And because this lane is so bad, I would prioritize getting your boots quickly and going off to do shit in other lanes. Careful about doing moves like this because you have to think
Well,
like
I still see where Axe is. I just want to make sure that I don't see any obvious pulls going on.
that's
But obviously pulls are happening. I just want to see if I can get vision on where.
yeah.
I accept this honor on behalf of storms everywhere.
I'm just gonna see if I can deny some of this stuff.
He's gonna battle hungry you, so it might not even be worth it.
Really?
Yeah, it's not worth it. You only have 2 tangos left, so you can't actually afford to trade hits that much. I'd go start maybe stacking. I don't know. Yeah, I would go stack over here. Give him solo XP because Clinks is safe. Well, now he's not. Too late to stack. I think just hang maybe like here. To make sure she can't shotgun him over the trees.
There.
Try and give him as much solo XP as possible.
They're going down to pull off the side here. We're just gonna. Let's hope we get there first.
So, you should ask this Clinks if he's comfortable solo laning this.
I forgot to. Oh, fuck it. Go back and get the rest of my items.
You have Arcane now, so you can be harassing with Q a lot more. They're in kill range, so if you keep pressure up right now, it can be good. I mean, obviously don't take too much damage doing it, but like you can start zoning them off now because they just had a really bad trade. Uh-oh.
Watch, dude.
No.
Okay, so I would actually just go bottom and try and make shit happen there. This Clink should be safe by himself.
Your middle tower is under attack.
And tell him that you're going to leave him there.
Stupendous.
Gotta pick up my items first, 'cause they're still running back.
Nice.
The bounty which my matriarch will prize.
Yeah, I would go stack the Ancients. Get your Windlace in. You got to hit these at 54 or 55.
54, 55.
I see him if you're coming. He's
Coming.
easy.
Lead with Q.
Pull him, pull him, pull him now, pull him now. Use your Q. Snapfire's bottom.
Oh, yeah, this is rough.
Bing.
Okay, that's fine. Go hit a jungle camp, farm your boots. Because now you're farming behind in levels.
Snap is bot.
Clinks is doing fine top, and Snapfire's rotated off, so he's totally good up there.
Oh, mid's doing well.
Nice. So think about what he needs. Like, he probably still needs rune vision. He's got a bottle.
Alright, so I'll go with, make my way down and get a ward up over
You could stack that. You could stack that. Oh no, too late now.
Maybe.
Fortification in place.
Clink's dead.
No, he's fine. But he should leave that lane. You might want to just go take the lane. Yeah, just go top now. Take that lane from him if he's gonna back. Maybe farm this camp with Frostbite. Sentry here to make sure Axe doesn't have vision. Call Axe missing.
Alk is missing.
Missing top.
Stack. Nice. Clinks, pop your salve, bro.
I've been wanting this.
Your Clinks is a bit of a derp. You got enough for boots now?
Yep, same out.
It's like 3 mid.
Your middle tower is fighting for its life.
Alk is still missing.
Your middle tower is under attack. How could you let that happen? Your middle tower is under attack. How could you let that happen?
Come here, little pony.
They're gonna come bottom.
Stack small camp while you're there. Nice. Okay, be ready to TP. Axe fucked up, go on him. 3 top, guys.
Shit, I am nowhere near there.
You got your mango, you got your mango. Mango,
know, but
mango kill, mango kill. Nice.
Some general you turned out to be.
Didn't know we had a Legion commander.
So here, I would buy a smoke, and buy a sentry. And I would start looking at this Shadow Fiend and seeing what you can do about him. Max your Q over your E. So you have, your entire team can look for kills. You know that Legion wants to. You know the Storm Spirit has the ability to do it. So you should be trying to kill Alk and Shadow Fiend as much as possible.
Over here now.
He has no bottle charges.
Pudding pop.
Come on, Legion.
Righteous reward.
It's fine. Just help him damage it. Just don't steal it. And draw on the map where you want to smoke. I would go maybe smoke into their ancients and try and
Your
catch them.
top tower is defending itself bravely.
Well, it looks like we're doing this too.
Yes, axe kills you.
Your top tower is
Such
under
speed.
attack.
So, yeah, buy some raindrops. Like maybe raindrops and stick if you can afford it.
Why?
Storm Force double damage.
Give it to
So
CM.
go there.
Magnus. Well,
Ward,
Magnus is
ward
level
right here.
6
Oh,
now.
never mind. Never mind. So he saw you do that, so it's easy to do ward for him.
Sure, but I'm hoping.
So the way you're going to pull this gank off is by coming in from no vision. They've got 3 mid now, so you can just back off. Go to your ancients and stack them again.
It's 53, right?
That one do 54 and pull it down. Nice. And then go to where Magnus is right now. You can see Snapfire's coming in from your left. Mag doesn't have enough mana for his ult. Who is this? Alchemist bottom. Yeah, they're getting ready to defend.
Ew.
Watch for Glimpse with Disruptor as
Oh,
well.
there's like 4 bottom. I'm gonna just not be here.
But this is what you want to be doing. You just roll with these guys, and when they're ready to make shit happen, you be there too. Keep your eyes on Clinks though, because he is getting lane cut.
Best step to it.
Just get my items. I can head up there and help him.
Well, you have to ask if it's worth it, right? It's probably more worth it for you guys to be trying to kill Alchemist and Shadow Fiend.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Not exactly a strategic benefit. Your bottom tower is injured.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
Let's have a lot of magic damage.
Make sure you're getting that XP in mid.
Yeah.
Your top tower is defending itself bravely.
I think you guys ignore the axe, honestly. You need to be looking for Alchemist and Shadow Fiend. Axe getting farmed isn't a priority.
But Axe is just gonna become a tank later.
He's gonna do that anyway. Like, you're not gonna stop that.
Honestly, Clinks, you should be able to kill him with Death Pact and Strafe. I mean, nah, because he's got Blade Mail.
Clink should be able to farm anyway. I mean, he's got Invis. Like, Axe isn't gonna kill him. Yeah, go pressure bottom right now. Oh, what? Are they going? No, he's safe. Just go bot. Just go bot. This guy's fine. They're gonna come for this Legion, so you can be ready.
Coming for the round.
I'll fight to the last breath.
They're coming for the rune at the 5-minute mark, I think. Oh, they're not. I don't know why not.
Stack.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Run.
I'm going.
There's this bottom one. That one's more. You go for that one first because you're less likely to get it.
Your middle tower is fighting for its life. Your middle tower has fallen on hard
Mag has
times.
ult. You guys should set
Times,
something
in
up,
fact.
like pressure a wave somewhere.
Where is LC?
She's bottom. She's pink.
Okay.
Shadow Fiend is bottom.
You can just farm that and then keep your eyes on top.
I finally met my match.
Immediately after this is dead, walk to bottom as fast as you can.
what I miss.
You have a ward? Ward on the way.
Your top tower is under
I'm gonna ward
attack.
the high ground over here.
Sounds good.
Dire's
Sentry first.
structures are fortified. Your top tower is under attack. Best step to it.
Don't let the thing see you. There you go.
Your top tower has fallen.
She...
No idea. If it's hidden.
I think you're good. Her blink's on the way. TP top, TP top, TP top. You TP more forwards. Frostbite, frostbite. Oh.
Not on range.
Yeah, if you TP just on top of him, you will get that one. So your job right now is you need to find a way to get vision in the jungle and stop this alchemist, because I bet you he's just farming in here. But you need teammates to help you do it. And stack that
Your
one.
bottom
Very
tower is
good.
under attack.
You guys need to find alchemist. He's been off the map for like 15 minutes. Okay.
Shadowfield's still by. Disruptor's bottom.
Yeah, I think you guys make a play on bot.
Hold on, don't jump. He's already in. Jeez.
Nice, nice.
Did LC get that?
Hey, Storm, you gotta wait for people to be in position, bro. I think you guys can do it if you all do it at the same time.
Yeah, if I dueled him before that BKB, he died easily, but I was not expecting you to just dive right in
Is
there.
under attack. Not exactly a strategic benefit.
Okay, Shadowblade.
Dire structures are fortified.
So you need to have
That's what
dust
wispy
all the
glow
time now.
around tower means. Your bottom tower is injured.
Hey, Legion, carry some dust for Alk or Storm to it.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
Actually,
Storm needs to get an item. You guys have to be defensive now.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Not exactly a
So
strategic benefit.
make sure your ancients are warded. Like I like
Yeah.
the steps here or this one here.
Your bottom tower is under
Disruptor
attack.
just walked in and he has wards.
yeah.
I would wait for a few more to show on the map and then I'd go back in there.
I'll ask what's his face to go with me. No, he's not doing it. Okay, cool.
I think Disruptor just warded your ancient somewhere. Hey, nice. Yeah, ward like there. That's good. Out of vision of the mountain, right? Okay, they're showing. They're going top, back, back.
They're coming for you.
Alk solo mid. You could go for this kill right here. If you're fast. They're wrapping around on the left.
Instant pop from Legion.
Yeah, you walked into a stealth Alk. Start ulting. Just do it.
Oh, that's late.
Yeah, this is... Yeah. This is a rough
We
game.
gotta wait for Mag to get blink, cause that was really late.
Well, you guys smoked, and I think you walked into a stealth alchemist, and I think at that point you just turn around. You saw them wrapping in from Roche right there.
My just reward.
So he had to sentry on top of the mountain to get that D ward right here, so you know where his sentry is.
How could you let that happen?
I can see where his regular ward is too.
Yeah, because your smoke broke and you didn't see anybody, and he had Shadow Blade. So at this point, you just play defensive now. Just make stacks, maybe farm a jungle camp here and
Leave
there.
it.
You know the mountain is sentried.
I'm doing this first though. Not quite.
Nice. You guys could push bot with that. 2 dead.
I
I think you need to get some map pressure somewhere.
Oh, this mountain.
Yes, that one. There you go. That was obvious because you had that sentry, right? So you know it's not over there. This Mag's an idiot. Let him die.
Radiant structures
Yeah,
are
Max on his own on
fortified.
that one.
That means you can't hurt him right now.
Nice. Back, back, back. Want.
100.
Oh! Next level play. Go back and heal. Go back and heal. Get the fuck out.
Just waiting for my to kick in.
Yep.
Thought you were dead just from the ult, honestly.
So again, in this game, you do you want to blink here? Yeah,
I don't know, I think I want to get that glimmer first with all the magic damage come out from fucking what's his face.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, go farm this camp while you're just hanging out. Yeah, by the way, you guys could ignore like half my pings because I'm just pinging for CM. Your frostbite does 1,000 damage to creeps, by the way. So you can farm more efficiently by just like checking the creep's health. Get ready to stack on the left. You can stack both camps.
Nah, I'm not gonna get there in time.
I think you'll get
Stack,
that
stack.
one. Yeah, you got it. It's a really small box on that one. What's the ward situation? And what are neutrals like? What did you pick? Faded Brooch?
Yeah, the brooch. 'cause
I
that
like it.
And then we were best. I've never in the. I gotta use mine. That's what I gotta do.
Hey Clinks, you've been having mana problems. I think you should take the Ring of Aquila over the Vambrace. They just wasted Disruptor ult and BKB on mid. If you guys wanted to set up a kill, I think the time is now. Nice.
Dubious on that worth, but. I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna get some vision up on top by Roche, I think.
He must have TP'd. They still have their tier 1s. So that ward is good, but they're also going to know it's warded because as soon as they clear that, that ward is going to block that spawn. So
Your
keep
bottom
that in
tower
mind.
is injured.
Sure.
That axe is over there. Just
You're,
keep that in mind.
you're positioning kind of where you need to
bottom
be,
tower
but you
is
keep
under
showing
attack.
with creeps. Try and stay in fog while you're going to be like babysitting these guys. You guys have blink, you have ult, you have all your ults, yeah. Smoke here, and then look for Alchemist. Make sure you have dust ready. Remember Alk, go for Alk
They
if you
just
can.
smoke? So much for that.
That was a bit. It was a bit unlucky. Yeah, they
Your bottom tower is injured. Dire structures are fortified. That's what that wispy glow around the tower means. Your bottom tower is under attack. Not exactly a strategic move.
They're all there still.
Your bottom tower is injured. Your bottom
If they
tower
want
has crumbled
to
dust.
push high ground, they will want to ward right here. So keep that
Yeah,
in
the
mind.
that high mountain. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. So I'm just gonna wait for them to back off a little bit, and then go put a sentry up there. Yeah, I'm seeing some of them back off.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Don't go to the ancients. They're all there. Okay, Alk's showing in. That ward just caught him, Roche. Yeah, just run over to your team right now.
A lot of you.
They're very split up right now.
Watch the axe blink, stay spread. You guys can pressure this tower, I think. Frostbite him. Nice. It's alright, it's alright. Back out now. Back out. Back out. It's good. Take the trade. Go.
Yeah, he just taunts me every fight, so.
That was a decent trade, though. You got their mid. Every trade you guys make is super worth it right now. Let him die. That's just dumb. The Alk? Yeah, dude, he was farming off map for like 15 minutes. It was crazy. Okay, so Clinks wants you to do more sentries, so just start buying a bunch of them all the time.
She just. Alright, well.
He bought them all, and then I don't know what he
We
did with them.
really could. Well, actually, if they rose, we could contest. We got Magnus's all, but it wouldn't really be.
Scan Roche Pit right now. You're good.
Why did you buy all the sentries?
Your top tower is
I
under
didn't see the
attack.
ping. What did he say he wanted his ward?
The enemy's bottom
They
tower
have
has been
vision
denied.
where Magnus is right now. Same thing.
Oh, were they just smoked?
Yeah.
Just keep visioning camps.
Your top tower is
You guys
defending
smoked
itself.
on a
Bravely.
ward. Don't go for that.
Or should I?
Go get this bitch off your tower. She's solo up here.
There's someone else up here. I saw a disruptor and this one other.
Two of them just showed bottom though.
Your top tower is under attack.
We need a halberd or something. Jeez.
Yeah, he's a big boy now. So you should TP to those.
I
when that
died just from
happens.
standing next to him.
Glimmer, 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 glimmer. Frostbite. Nice, perfect. That's it.
Oh, jeez.
That's. I'm glad you didn't actually make that. That was dumb. That would have killed LC if you made it.
So blink or force?
Blank.
Your top tower is
I
defending
wouldn't have
itself.
used RP just for that.
I mean, he did it.
He
It's
already
fine.
turned away.
Who's
Your
gonna
top
buy
tower has
a
fallen,
halberd?
And it can't get up.
You working on one, Legion?
Got it.
He's probably gonna be going BKB soon, though. Just keep that in mind.
Surprised he didn't start with BKB. 3 of our heroes literally are.
Yeah. So right now you should be near Legion. Near Legion or Storm. Like, if you don't know what to do, just follow a core.
Well, I was just gonna try to get some wards up in our near jungles here. It's my
That's
side.
fine.
They haven't cleared that out yet.
Yeah, go sentry in here because
Both illusion.
if they want to do Roche, they need that to be warded. You sentry right here.
Don't take the bait again, please.
Go up to the shrine and sentry
I
over there.
think they're trying to figure out if that's about to pop. If that's
Don't
popping off.
don't take this fight. If they force a fight in here, just don't take it. All right. Go sentry here as well. Nice, good find.
Clinks, are you building MKB?
Sentry by shrine.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, yeah, that's decent. We want to get these stairs. You see right here? You want this area to be dewarded.
We are 30 minutes in. Pretty much their cores are going to all have BKBs. Please do not build an Orchid. It's nice if you're going to solo gank a support, but right now, no.
They've been fighting with you for vision of this mountain the whole fucking game, so
Yeah,
I'd
no,
sentry
I'm not sure
here.
I think mine just came off, but I'm just gonna stack this real quick first.
I would ward... You need to save one ward for Roche, for sure. Definitely sentry here on this tree so you hit the mountain. You can Q to get vision. There you go. And then that's fine. Ward here, where Magnus is on these steps. Just mix it up so he can't keep finding it so easily. Let's defend high ground here. You guys have an advantage on high ground if Magnus gets a good RP. I think, like, split push where possible, but don't look for a fight outside of towers.
So he's clearing off around.
Yeah, you don't want to be there. There's no point. Like, if you find a ward or get a ward down and they kill
Well,
you, they just deward it, right?
I want to get that up on the mountain there to get that vision at that close mountain.
The thing is, at this stage of the game, wards are not, like, wards are going to die. Like, they will have money to deward you, so getting the risky ward down has, like, no payoff to it because they're all there. Like, see, right now, you're in blink range. Like, this could be warded. You need to be careful. Glimmer yourself. Don't go on this. It's bait.
Oh my god, he's
Magnus!
Your top tower is under attack.
Let him die.
You're dead. Don't help him.
Dire's innocent courier has been butchered. Someone
You just glimmer him, I guess.
No, that man is fucking dead.
Storm's making space for you, so that's good.
Dire's structures are fortified, just like
Glyph was too early, whoever did that. Glimmer yourself and frostbite him.
Watch the
Glimmer
attacks.
first, though. There you go. There you go.
We can't really stop him. We needed that RP.
I mean, you can stall. You can stall. Fuck it.
The silence.
Your teammates are fucking this up for you pretty hard, so don't worry about it. Think about buying back, though, if they go for more.
Your middle barracks are under attack. Those are my favorite barracks.
They probably will just
Your
back
middle
here.
barracks have fallen.
It's 3 ults down.
Your middle barracks on the
He's
wall.
just
Buy
the
back.
core is
Buy
just
back.
too strong at this point. That Alk really just got farmed.
Scott,
too
buy
much.
back.
That's not.
You only live.
Your bottom tower has fallen over.
Glimmer yourself? Oh, okay. That's alright.
No, I got abyssaled. Good old dieback.
It's alright.
You know those bottom barracks of yours? They're under attack. Your bottom barracks have fallen.
Please wait to use reverse polarity until you have
Your
teammates
top
that can
tower
do
is under
damage.
attack. Your top barracks are under attack. That sucks.
Need Clinks healed up.
Go for it, Mac. Do it, do it, do it.
No.
This is top barracks.
Big dick.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Nice.
Your middle tower is fighting for
That was worth a try. It was either that or mega creeps, right?
It is just the enemy now has mega creeps.
I'll just wait here.
Yep.
Your middle tower has fallen.
Why is he force staffing himself in? Like, just blink, dude.
Well, that has changed.
This fucking Magnus. What a dingo.
Your defenseless ancient is being victimized.
Oh, you were close to your blink dagger even with the buyback.
Yeah.
Radiant victory, an achievement for the ages.
It's rough. It's a rough game.
It's one of those games where you end up behind because your teammates are dumb, and then you stay behind because your teammates are dumb. And they do things like RP when no one's nearby, or buy an Orchid when they all have BKBs, or try to duel into 4 people, or right? Yeah, that sucked. Oh well.
I don't know why I got honorable mention, but sure, okay, fuck it.
Good job, dude.
Good job.
Hey, you had a higher
It was
farm this
great
time.
shit.
You out farmed. Well, you got more last hits than Disruptor, but his team was snowballing, so you had more gold.
He didn't really need to.
So you should check the support
I
contribution.
also, every time I looked, I did not see that fucking tome up.
Yeah, who was stealing that from you?
Look over there to the left.
Clinks. What a guy.
Clinks and Magnus.
You guys were shitters. But that's where you tell him, like, dude, leave the tome for me. But check the support contribution. So Clinks raged and bought all the sentries. So
Yeah.
you should have been spending more on sentries, I'd say. Basically, like, when I go post-game, like, if I spent more money than their support, I feel like, okay, I win the support game, right? But you stacked a lot, so that was awesome. Like, 7 stacks that's definitely nice. That elk just turbo farmed, though. Yeah, you guys needed to, like, get in there and get in the jungle. He was completely uncontested. It was just tough. All right. Well, do you want to play another one? You want to play
Yeah,
a
sure.
game? Do you want me to coach it or join you?
Why don't you join me? That way I can have at least one reliably decent person on my team.
Cool. Let's do it. See if anybody else is online.
Sure. Send out the call. I will get some water while you do that.
Alrighty. How is everybody doing? Turtles and Shadow Link and get affiliated now. Sweet. What's up, Panda? How's it going? Sometimes the game is pretty much unwinnable. It's not worth worrying about. I need to win a game too. Look at all this turbo bullshit.
All right. Let me make sure no one's yelling at me in my work chat real quick.
Sounds good.
Extensively, I am at work. Technically. just my section lead taking pictures of their cat.
Cool.
So mile a minute going on around here.
So how does that work anyway? Like, do you guys have, like, are you working on making a new product or just maintaining a current one?
I really can't speak about that on stream on the internet to everyone,
I mean, word. That's fair. I'm just curious because I would assume that it's like if you're working on a big project, then there's always like something to work on, right? But if you're just
So
patching and stuff, then it's kind of like more, well, do we need to do this or do we need to do that, right?
it is. It's. I'm trying to think how to phrase this. So I'm working on. I got a couple of different projects I'm juggling, and it just so happens that they are in between patches on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so therefore that's why I'm here. Normally I'm in at the office because I am tied to my hardware, being a console style guy. And some of those consoles or the test kits are real pain in the ass to get set up at home. But
Gotcha. Cool.
yeah, that's why just today was that that whole woke up super late, cut my nose. I can't really put on a mask when my nose is bleeding. Which, by the way, that cut is not gonna go away. It is a that's gonna be with me for a while, and people are gonna be asking me tomorrow. My folks gonna be like, what happened to your nose? I'm like, oh god, well, I was in a rush yesterday because I woke up late and I cut myself shaving, so I stayed home from work.
Jesus.
This is what my life is these days.
Oh, right. We should probably search for a match.
Sure. Strawberries.
So I think another key to finding farm is to be thinking about your TP scrolls all the time.
Sure.
Like, hey, can I go push the off lane?
Your turn.
Yes, because I can TP to a tower if people need me, right? Or whatever.
Or that El Juggerino.
5
Get
seconds
ban the
remaining.
fuck out of here. Ban that jug. Fuck off. Just pick it first.
Sven is banned.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Your turn to pick.
Mars, Shadow Demon. If that Shadow Demon is in our lane, we need sticks. Mars. I could probably play Lifestealer.
10 seconds remaining.
Is Lifestealer any good here? Probably.
5 seconds remaining.
And just rage right out of his stupid wall. So, stick is good here. Stick is really good here. They're gonna spam a lot.
So going instead of the Iron Man, should go try to get the stick instead. Well, it's sticks what 200?
Yeah, stick's 200. Yeah, Sentry, stick, and then just regen.
Oh, really? Just not even the.
You don't need mobility as much here, but Witch Doctor, Shadow, Demon, and Mars all spam skills, so Wand is really nice here.
Let's do it this way, I guess.
Mars is a bit of a carry. He obviously needs XP too, but he's kind of item dependent. So stacking is good, but not like critical.
Life stealer. Finally.
Okay, what do we got here? Going all region with that. Sure. Omnia hasn't bought any items yet.
I creep forward.
I would swap out the salve for a mango, but that's fine.
Play
Which means you have to
I'll
take
probably pick up
arcane
my gun
earlier. Wow, they have really nerfed his damage. Holy shit.
Yes,
I thought Lifestealer used to have like 60 damage on him. So I'm gonna have trouble getting last hits.
master.
Sure, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, that's fine. This OD's a fucking troll. When I'm sitting here, the main thing I'm looking for is, are they walking in trying to ward our safe camp? So I'll position usually like around here to make sure I can see them passing down here. I think we can fight for this rune. He's got wards, so keep your eyes on him and wait to sentry. Because he'll probably try and block our camp with it.
So we're contesting this?
Nah. It's alright. I don't care. It's not worth it.
Slap
The
him
battle
once in the
begins
face.
for good and all.
We probably could have, but I'm not super confident on Lifestealer.
Master, behold,
I'll cut these trees for you so you can do pulls.
Thank you.
And basically, your job right now is don't die and make sure Shadow Demon doesn't stop our stuff. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a block, just make sure the creeps don't go under tower. There we go. Nice. What's he got? Okay.
He hasn't put down his ward.
I think you outrange Shadow Demon.
no chains can hold me.
Remember, you don't have mana regen, so you gotta be more purposeful with your harass.
Yes, master. Yes.
He still has his wards.
Still
That's
has
good.
the ward, so
We're
with
just
the
chilling.
Creep forward.
We have a level advantage on him.
Yes, master. You can't make me.
Is this blocked because he's standing in it? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
First blood. First the blood. Now who wants to be second?
Finally, for my cause. I'm under attack.
I'm just gonna have to get that.
Daddy. Lies to steal.
Oh, hello. Yep, he blocked somewhere. Where do I think he blocked? There it is.
Denied.
I'm gonna stack up the easy camp, be safe.
They're going on me.
Coming back.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, you there?
Hello.
Howdy.
Hi. Aloha.
Aloha.
Are you guys having the doing fun with the Dota?
We are.
Excellent. Well, your Half Moon Bay delivery has arrived.
Oh shit. Are you outside?
Yeah, but I was gonna, I was just gonna wave, and I just put the stuff on the front screen.
Okay.
But I didn't want to like just leave without at least waving.
Okay. Sorry, let me... Okay, I'll pause real quick.
Okay.
One sec.
Alright, well, they wouldn't pause for you. I repaused it, but.
Oh, that's alright. Thank you.
Ooh, the whiff.
Try again. Eagerly. Yes, ma'am.
Denied.
Pretty certain that he reblocked. That's 5 minutes. I missed that. Yeah, he probably reblocked this camp. I don't have enough sentry to deward it.
As the master required.
Oh, nice job, nice job. Easy.
Lemon squeezy.
Yes, master.
Alright, so here you can just start farming. Because I'm good. Go farm the side camp.
Okay.
Tusk is the most active person on our team, so you'll be roaming with him eventually.
Lives to steal.
You can knock that clarity off of Shadow, whatever.
Nice. It's already off. Alright, where is it? I know you cleared it. There it is.
Nice.
Oh shit. I fought all this time to get the stack off and I forgot the fucking stack. You got over there still?
That's not going well.
There's not.
Chains can hold me. Forward.
Mars is missing. Probably rotated out. There he is.
My items are a little lacking at the moment, so I'll do what I can.
I fucked that up.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Not exactly a strategic benefit. Your bottom tower is injured. Radiant structures are fortified. Your bottom tower
Tusk,
is
can we
under
go for a
attack.
kill down here?
Not exactly a strategic benefit.
Booker has haste, but yeah.
Alright, I'm TPing in. Or TP bot with me.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
I scramble.
Your bottom tower is injured.
Nice, good job.
Knockout. I'm the master now.
So start roaming with Tusk now, if you have your boots. Oh, get boots
Not
first.
quite. Yeah, I'm trying to get my boots.
Yes, master.
you're dead.
Your middle tower is under attack. How could you let that happen?
Take that.
Go.
10-minute runes coming up.
Do you want to contest this rune here? We got vision on it.
Yeah, sure. Go gadget CM. Position so I can blow up on
Your
him.
bottom tower is under attack. Not exactly a strategic benefit.
Low.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
This'll come in handy.
Go for him. Go for him.
Time.
Oh, he's too deep in there. Whatever. Just blow me up on the creeps then.
Oh, alright, I'll get you the creeps. Beep beep, ferry service.
Wah!
Given freely, eager
Damn. I need to rage later.
No.
Can't chase him. Can't chase him. Tusk might get him.
There's my boots.
lives to steal.
Hey, is it okay to go Echo Saber on Lifestealer? That seems fine to me, right?
It's okay. You should think.
Can't make me.
No, don't do that. No, please.
Yes.
What, Echo Saber?
Your middle
No,
tower
yes,
is
no,
under attack.
don't buy.
Okay.
Lives for the taking. As the
Ain't just keep coming down.
requires. Sweet, sweet violence. Double damage.
I got a lot of I got a decent amount of magic damage. Is Glimmer a good choice here?
Yes.
That's
Your top tower
Yeah,
is
Glimmer's
defending
good here.
itself bravely.
Glimmer or Blink, but I think Glimmer is a little bit better because we're a little bit less divey.
Structures are fortified.
And we have a Tusk to snowball, so we don't really need it, you know?
both in the literal and figurative sense. There's definitely a ward on the mountaintop. Fortunately, I don't have. My two boards are coming, and oh, I don't have my smoke of appearance. Or whatever, dust.
Careful, they're folding on you.
No chains can hold.
I don't think we take... No, that's dumb.
No, I'm leaving. I'm getting the fuck out of there. I'm not taking that fight.
Lives to steal.
They're gonna come for me, so I'm just gonna push this out and then TP out.
Sure. I'll leave you to it then.
Fortified. Booyah. Your middle tower is under attack. How could you let that happen?
Yes, master. I creep forward.
Your middle tower is fighting for its life.
Yes, master.
bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, they've TP'd out, I think.
Your bottom tower is injured.
Let me at them.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
You are back.
This'll come in handy.
Lives for the taking. That's got you.
All wands will break.
The enemy's top tower received no mercy.
Invoker top.
Sweet, sweet violence.
God, that hurt.
Mars is coming from the left. Care.
Unleashed.
Your middle tower is fighting for its life.
Yes, master.
Life's not always nice.
It's not done.
You want to trade? Here.
What?
Your top tower
Trade
is
neutrals?
under attack. Best step to it.
Oh, sure. What is yours?
Fortification in place.
Oh, that? Sure.
The move speed's really, really helpful on me.
Your top tower is under attack. Best step to it.
We're gonna try to contest top or no?
Yeah, I'm going
Or
top
just
right now.
not?
Yeah.
Your top tower is defending itself bravely.
Lives for the taking. Finally. Yes.
Oh. Yeah, they got him out. That's the range of the mountain.
What's on this courier right here?
I don't know. It's not mine.
Forward.
All wands will break.
Your middle tower is under attack. How could you let that
Didn't go exactly as planned.
Your middle tower has fallen.
Well, I got Glimmer Cape, so I can expect to be. You good here?
I'm good.
I gotta get out of here.
So obviously we need a ward in this area now.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of wards. I just need a little bit of safety to get up there and do it. Question is, do I go stairwell or mountain?
Do you what?
Do I go stairwell or mountain?
Okay, so a nice sentry is right here. So you catch both mountains. Fuck this guy.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Not exactly a strategic benefit. The enemy's middle tower has died a noble death.
Well, I found their ward. It was on the hill.
Nice.
8 for 2. There you were. There is that little gap, little overlap. So I'll remember that in the future. Can you force tap someone through the
No.
through the wall? No.
I don't think so.
Ooh, Philosopher's Stone. That's a map I want.
That'd be great for you.
I wonder if what's his face is gonna take it.
This'll come in handy.
God, he's going the wrong way. Come here. Come here. Come on.
Wand yourself. Wand yourself. There you go. Okay, no, I had the wrong ability.
Yeah,
One of his abilities is like delayed damage. I got confused.
Yeah, no, it's not the stack ones.
No chains can hold me.
Holy shit.
Hit him. Nice.
Let's say they really like their mountains, so.
Okay, while we're doing this, push up and around and try and ward here. Get greedy.
Okay.
Dire structures are fortified. That's what that wispy glow around the tower. Structures are fortified. That means you can't hurt them right now.
Gotta help. I don't have any more sentries here.
And then hold that spot.
The enemy's bottom tower has paid for its impudence.
Are we ready to take tier 2 or should we back?
Your poor top tower.
They're up, but we're looking good. If you wanna.
Yeah, fuck it. They pulled the wave.
Someone got top there.
Oh, I got it.
I'm under attack.
Just realized that he did give me the Philosopher's Stone, and it was in my backpack for at least a while.
Need that attack damage, bro.
You know me, I'm all about slapping people with my auto attack. Okay, let me go find the mountains, because guys only ward mountains, it looks like. Brother, we got 2 on vision. Okay, I'm up there, he's there.
Spray your nuts.
There it is.
You guys can pressure. I'm split pushing up here. Just don't die.
Yep.
Finally.
Got Mars below me.
Illusion creep forward.
Nope, 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 nope. Oh my god, he's going.
Knives to steel.
Fucking got him.
Lives for the taking.
Oh, you found me. Dire structures are fortified, just like me. Radiant structures are fortified.
Need Roche vision soon.
I got some wards.
Nice. Remember to sentry before you ward.
Yeah. These guys really like putting on the mountaintops is what I'm learning. So what is a good...
For that one, oh, I just ward right in the middle of the thing.
Right in the middle of the lane?
Yeah, I mean, just to get Roche vision, but ideally we get them up here and we get them over here as well.
We only have some of the actual physical wards.
Right,
so.
right.
This is working. This is a place. It's not a place. Oh shit, there's my blink dagger. Oh shit, there's a...
Sweet.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, you guys got dumpstered.
There's a debate, I think. Intentional or otherwise. Well, on the plus side, I did get my blink dagger before all that shit happened, so... Boy, what am I having a problem with right now? I'm having a problem just getting blown the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, you got some items, so...
Should I just dedicate the rest of the end of to just be
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
Yes, master.
Oh, you know, I should probably have some dust and smoke.
Did they de-ward your Roche?
No, it's I didn't put that in the full one because we got a fight start happening.
Come take this telescope.
Hold on. Wait, over the money?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll take it after this gank.
No chains can hold me.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
OD, do you want telescope?
Oh, I got nuked by God's Rebuke. What happened? Which I guess is physical damage, maybe?
As the rest of the wild. Dominated. Yes. Very well.
Your top tower is under attack.
It's doing so well early on, now not so much.
I bite the hand that feeds it. Rage unleashed.
Can we check up here? Make sure they don't have vision.
Oh, they're all down here though.
Your bottom tower is injured.
Oof, the dieback. even know if I should even how I should try to.
I think we just lose that Rex. It's fine.
Your middle tower has fallen on hard times, dead times. Your middle barracks are not long for this world. Your middle barracks have fallen. You shame your family. Your middle barracks have fallen.
So now they will prep for Roche. We probably can't contest it.
Yep, there they are.
Can they clear quickly? Do you have a
Maybe
smoke ready?
I do not have a smoke.
I'm sorry, Master. It won't happen again.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
Alright, they have both those hilltops boarded. Are we gonna play up there?
I'm just farming, fighting OD for farm. I can't be in bottom, so.
Finally. Crawling. Knives to steel.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has crumbled to dust.
Delight.
Push this, see if I can force them to back.
As the Master requires. Yes, Master.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Let's fight this Omni. You got all ready?
Your bottom tower is under attack. Not exactly a strategic benefit. Structures are fortified.
Yes.
No sorceries.
Your bottom tower has fallen over.
Yes, Master.
Interesting. see.
What's that?
Oh, I thought they had stuff up here. I'm convinced of it, actually.
You are
Range.
This pleases the master. Eagerly.
No, that's a 5-minute mark. I wasn't paying attention.
With my bare hands. No chains can hold me. For the taking.
Oh, they recapped it. Coming up. That. That's all visions. I've got a smoke if we want to try to do a smoke.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to us and stuff.
Just, yeah, from now on.
As the master requires.
I don't know what I need to fucking buy.
Need to buy some cheat codes.
Buy a crit stick.
Finally.
have omniscience. Scared to go and look.
Your bottom barracks are under attack. This isn't going well for you.
Well, there is vision up here. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, not good. You needed those bottom barracks. Your bottom barracks are under attack. This isn't going well for you.
I'm very confused.
Oh, not good. You needed those bottom barracks.
I don't know what to buy next either.
Yes, master.
Safer buyback.
Can do.
The enemy's top tower has fallen. Yes, that's how it's done.
No chains can hold me. My pleasure. Limb from limb.
So grab this back.
Yes, master. Yes.
Oh shit, witch doctor.
Your top tower is under attack. Best step to it.
Dust. Oh, we don't have any. Fuck.
Have it.
Bye. Sorry.
You killed me.
I'm sorry, man.
Lives to steal.
Purification.
Your top tower has fallen, and it can't get up.
Alright, I think.
Be fearless.
Oh shit, that was the real one?
Your middle tower is under attack. How could you let that happen?
I don't know where I was, but it was too warm. Look kindly on me.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Dust, dust, dust. Nice. Roche is probably up. It's been 9 minutes. I think we take tower and then Roche.
Just trying to clear the wave here before I head out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dire has fortified its structures.
Be judged fairly. I was meant to have this.
The enemy's
Let's
middle
see if we can force buybacks.
I'll get killed by me. Boy, I'm not the person to be killing creeps, man.
All right, that's good. That's good. Back.
Wait, I need a dispel.
No sorceries.
Jesus Christ, I'm dead. Bye.
Thumbs up.
Time. Rip you apart. Must fight the money.
Sweet, sweet violence.
See if I can get some vision on the board here. Or can I safely get vision on the board?
No
Well,
sorceries.
3 of them shown mid, so I'm probably gonna can get up here and cheat this a little bit.
Lives to steal. Yes, master.
Oh yeah, there.
Can't contest. Just get wards up around tower.
Splay your guts.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire. Impressive.
Your life is mine. Yes, master. With my bare hands. Attack.
How much is my buyback gonna be?
You can hold Alt, and it'll tell you. Yeah, over your money.
Oh. Buyback plus 2,000, okay. So
Yep.
I got plenty.
Things can hold me. Finally.
We have repair kit ready. Tusk, I'm gonna infest you.
Okay.
Try and take out the supports, or Invoker first. Nice, good defense.
Your middle tower is under attack.
We should be able to take racks off that. No Invoker, no buyback.
They did a little straight up the middle.
Bot waves, okay, I think.
Not mean to press that button.
Don't buy a TP on your way.
Oh shit, yeah.
Grab this illusions, OD.
Illusion.
Solution.
For justice.
Illusion.
They still have Aegis, right?
Yes.
Okay.
On spec.
Well, we forced another buyback, so I think that's kind of good enough. You want to just control their jungle?
Yeah, get banner into just spawn.
I'm gonna go bot and get this wave.
You go reclaim our thingy.
I'm walking towards Invo.
Got it.
Radiant's courier has been slain.
Rip.
The unthinkable has
Wow,
happened.
I just bought my
The
Scotty
Radiant's
too.
innocent courier has been slain.
Well, that had my Scotty on it. Cool.
I scramble.
Don't fight into that. I'm running back.
God.
What the fuck is going on? Why does this happen?
Yeah, that was.
What a fuck? That was so stupid. OD, you need to buy back here, dude. Fucking throw, dude.
Your top barracks are being pummeled.
Fuck it, I'm going with this shit.
You going?
I mean, guess not now. God damn it, dude. We had this game under control. Why did any of that happen?
Your middle tower is fighting for its life. Your middle tower has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack. How could you let that happen? You know that middle tower that used to be alive and defending itself? Your ancient is being stabbed. Your ancient is under victory.
Ugh.
Well, how'd you feel about how you did?
That was pretty lame.
I don't know. We had good vision and stuff. That was alright.
I feel like we had early game and then we just everything fell apart after early game. That seems what happens like every game. It's like we seem to be doing a right early game and everything just falls apart when we hit mid game.
It's hard to transition because you basically have to be... God, like, in order to push, it's like, okay, are our side waves okay? Do we have a smoke? Do we have detection for their invis hero? Are all of our cooldowns off? Do we have enough mana? Are we close to our item timings? Okay, we can push. Never mind, they're here, back. It's just, like, so hard to, like, do stuff sometimes, you know? How was my net worth? Well, fuck me, dude. I was farming like crazy. Oh my god, I had 400 last hits. Oh no!
401.
God damn it. And like, I bought a Scotty there, and then they killed the courier with the Scotty on it. So I didn't have buyback, and I didn't have my Scotty.
I have a math equation for my KDA. 2 times 10 equals 20.
Yeah, I dig it. You know what's dumb about that? You know when they bought back and we said, all right, let's back off, and I pinged the shrine. I'm like, someone get the shrine, right? And then I TP'd bottom, and no one got the shrine. I guess I could have done it. The only reason that happened was because they TP'd to their shrine and killed Tusk. Right? So like, so they just, that none of that would have happened if someone went and got the shrine. How dumb is that? Oh well. Damn, OD did a lot of damage. I got a bingo. Nice.
I think is that Yahtzee actually? You gotta have one of each.
I guess it's either one.
That's not a kind, really, isn't it?
I always just call it bingo.
I'm
hungry, so I'm gonna eat some food, and then I'll play more if you want.
I'm also gonna do a lunch thing. So
cool. All right.
Man, it's frustrating, man. Every time we seem like we have a decent early game, and then just if the team can't transition to mid game, and then because of that we just lose the fucking late game.
Sometimes that's because you don't have the heroes for it. Usually it's because of bad execution, is what's going on there. Like perhaps I shouldn't have farmed that much. Like maybe I should have grouped up with the Tusk and tried to do infest bombs on people, but I wasn't confident in my lifestealer play, so I didn't want to do it. I don't know, right? It's weird. I also feel like that Omni needed to get in fights earlier. The OD seemed underfarmed. But I mean, I think maybe I just farmed too much. I don't know. It was weird. Other than that, I thought we played okay. It was weird.
Yeah. Oh, what'd you get in your your Dota thing?
Oh, I didn't even open it. I'll probably just bank a whole bunch of them and do it all at once.
Sure. Get that streamer unboxing video.
No thanks. Good.
All right, I'm gonna go get some lunch. I'll talk to you later.
All right, later, dude. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. See if I can do some more of those. Let me know if it's helpful. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.